ball in my hand. I like scoring points. I like setting on my teammates. I like it when they get me 2.5 rebounds a game so that I can average a triple-double, even though it was probably more like 9 rebounds a game, which, by the way, is still pretty impressive. I like being the center of attention. I like the way the spotlight shined on me. I like the way it felt. Because remember, as much as we can hate on Durant, and as much as I celebrate the trolling of Kevin Durant by Russell Westbrook on Durant's birthday because I find it funny, and because I like competition to extend beyond the basketball floor, I miss the days when Bird and Magic actually hated each other, when Isaiah Thomas, not the Cav, the Piston, wouldn't shake hands. That kind of animosity, I think, is actually good for the competition. So I celebrate it, but it doesn't mean it's the most selfless thing on the face of the earth. Here's my question for you. I'd love to hear from you. 855-212-4CBS is the phone number. Do you think Russell Westbrook, staying with Oklahoma City, says something worth celebrating about Russ? Does it mean he's the most loyal guy on earth? Or does it say Russ doesn't care if he never wears a ring? He just wants to be the focal point and be the guy. What is your takeaway? What should be my takeaway? What's the actual message behind Russell Westbrook shocking people? And it's a shock. And staying in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, knowing that they are not going to be able to recruit talent there once these guys leave, and they're leaving. And they'll never be able to draft stars because Westbrook will be good enough to make sure they're not in the draft lottery. They just won't be in a Western Conference Finals ever. 855-212-4CBS. 855-212-4CBS is the phone number. Great show planned for you. Really excited to be in Des Moines. Excited to be back on the air. Missed you all yesterday. John did a great job filling in. Reed Forgrave, my buddy. We both lived in Des Moines back in the day. I'm in Des Moines. Small world. Reed Forgrave and I have a new podcast, The Flagrant 2, at CBS Sports, iTunes, SoundCloud, all those good places. First episode dropped this morning with LeVar Ball. Play you some of that here in a little bit. Made some news. Reed will join me at the end of this hour, right around 6:40 Eastern Time, 3:40 Pacific. Kevin Todd, the man behind thesportsbrokers.com, who's whooping up on me in our weekly competition. But that's okay, because that means it makes you money, so it's all good. He'll be with me 7 o'clock Eastern. Ryan Wilson, my colleague at CBSSports.com, because we got to get into Bears-Packers. A lot to unpack there. Ryan will be on the show at 8:40 Eastern Time. And Amy Dash, excellent legal analyst for us here at CBS Sports Radio, will be on in the final hour, 9:20 Eastern Time. She was one of the first people, she's so good at what she does, one of the first people I saw who understood that Rick Pitino's troubles could land him in prison. He could face decades in federal prison. So we'll talk to her about the actual legal fallout and what we can expect from this NCAA story, as I told you, that will continue to expand. Got a great show planned for you here on Righter Than You. We'll take your phone calls coming up next. 855-212-4CBS, 855-212-4CBS, when we return to Righter Than You with me, Bill Ryder, right here on CBS Sports Radio.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Tiki Barber, and I'm here to tell you about a supplement I take every day to help me refine my prime. If you're overweight, lack energy, or just looking to up your game, M-Drive has a product just for you. M-Drive Workforce provides the sustained energy to power you through your busy workday. M-Drive Boost and Burn will help you burn fat. M-Drive Prime will help you get off the couch and get started. And M-Drive Elite, with 5 clinically tested ingredients, is for the athlete in you. M-Drive contains clinically tested ingredients that help increase your energy and boost natural T levels. M-Drive also helps increase your overall performance, including strength, stamina, endurance, vitality, and recovery. Purchase M-Drive at Walgreens, Duane Reade, Vitamin Shoppe, Sprouts, and GNC. But for my listeners only, go to ordermdrive.com. That's ordermdrive.com and use the promo code TIKI. That's TIKI and receive 25% off your purchase today. Refine your prime with M-Drive.
Finding great people to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's time to try ZipRecruiter, where 80% of employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within one day. How? Using powerful technology, ZipRecruiter matches your job to the right candidates fast. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/block for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/block.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. Choosing the right mortgage lender involves much more than just a rate. Quicken Loans has earned 11 J.D. Power Awards for client satisfaction. And we invented Rocket Mortgage, A simpler, hassle-free way to get a mortgage completely online. No one else has anything like it. So choose Quicken Loans, America's #1 online lender. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Equal housing lender, NMLS number 3030.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-735-8360. That's 800-735-8360. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-735-8360.
See something? Smell something? Do something. When your basement or crawl space smells, don't ignore it. Odors, mold, and harmful pollutants come from too much moisture and not enough air circulation, making your home unhealthy. Do something. Call Wave Home Solutions today at 1-888-964-9283 or go to dryhousenow.com. Experts recommend ventilation instead of dehumidifiers to reduce moisture and expel harmful gases and pollutants. Wave moisture control units continuously dry out your home, transforming it into a fresher, healthier environment year-round. Wave units cost only pennies a day to operate, and there are no buckets to empty. Call Wave today at 1-888-964-9283 or go to dryhousenow.com. That's dryhousenow.com or call 1-888-964-9283.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
Do you owe more than $8,500 to the IRS? If so, get ready, as we are going to give you the most important number you may ever need to finally end your IRS nightmare. You may have heard of the tax settlement program with the IRS. That program allows you to reduce your back taxes with the IRS. Well, guess what? The IRS will be making drastic changes to this tax settlement program, making it even more difficult to reduce your tax debt. Call Platinum Tax Defenders today to learn how you can resolve your tax nightmare before these new changes go into effect. Now is the time to take action and speak to a qualified tax professional for free. We're A-rated with the Better Business Bureau and know the rules to get you the best deal possible. If you owe at least $8,500 to the IRS, then call Platinum Tax Defenders at 800-801-9553. Call 800-801-9553 for a free and confidential tax debt analysis. 800-801-9553. 800-801-9553.
Hey, this is Sierra, and I just won $1,000.
The 4K a Day giveaway on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
He's Bill Ryder, and people can't stop listening.
I love the way that you say we have choices. It's very unselfish, and it tells me a lot about you as a person. And I think you have the very best show going on all of sports radio combined.
It's Ryder Than You with Bill Ryder.
Welcome back into the show. Happy Friday. Bill Ryder with you. Appreciate you being here. I'm on Twitter, Sports Ryder, Sports R-E-I-T-E-R. If you want to weigh in, 855-212-4CBS. My NBA podcast co-host and CBS Sports colleague, Reed Forgrave, going to join me here in about 20 minutes. So I'll get his perspective on Westbrook and whether... And look, I'm not saying that Westbrook's a bad guy. I actually know he's a great guy. I'm just saying everyone's motivated by something else, and it's certainly interesting what it allows Westbrook to do from a legacy perspective, but what I think it limits Westbrook to do from a winning perspective down the line. Love to hear your take, 855-212-4CBS. Let's go out to Oklahoma City, great city where my brother was born, where Ramona is listening to the show. Ramona, appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for spending some time here. You're on CBS Sports Radio.
Hi, how are you on this beautiful day?
I'm wonderful. It's beautiful here, too, in Des Moines, Iowa. What's going on?
All right. Well, I think Russell Westbrook is loyal, and I think he's a winner. And I think before anybody start putting all those negative eggs in a basket, let's wait to see what he does. He's never necessarily been in a position like this, so I don't think anybody thought he was going to have the season he had last year. So let's see. One thing he is unpredictable. So let's see if what he's going to do this year.
I love the call. I appreciate the happy thoughts, and you're right. Like I get the need for positivity. I hear what you're saying, but I will just add to that in dealing in reality, and I want to be as positive as the next guy. The Thunder last year won 47 games. I think they'll be markedly better this year. I do not think any team in the NBA is good enough to beat the Warriors, shy of a blown-out knee or a surprise sabbatical by Steph Curry or Kevin Durant. And frankly, I think it might require both those guys to go down. If only one did, you still have a team that is capable of beating any team in a 7-game series in the NBA. I think it elevates LeBron's chances. I'm not sure it would elevate a team like the Thunder, although the Thunder are a really interesting group now against the Warriors. Like, I think they'll play them really, really tough. I really do. Paul George is a great perimeter defender. That's what you have to have and what you need to be armed with to go up against the Warriors. Westbrook is obviously, to your point, thank you for the call, a great player. People aren't really talking about Roberson, but again, from a defensive perspective, I think it's another body you can throw at those incredible wing players. Some of the best in the game, some of the best of all time, I would argue, with that Golden State team. And Carmelo Anthony, and my sort of frustration with him has always been that you judge people on their talent, not on what they actually do. It's relative to the circumstances, and Melo is such a talented basketball player. And even at this later stage of his career, if he wanted to be an amazing rebounder, if he wanted to be a body out there and play defense, he could be. He could be a really nice asset for the Thunder. So in a 7-game series, when he's doing that, and PG's doing his thing, and Roberson's doing his thing, and Russ is taking the world on fire, from a defensive perspective, I think the Thunder could be maybe the best. That's not true. One of the best defensive teams in the NBA next year. And they can throw a lot at the Warriors. And again, like to your point of positivity, credit Sam Presti. Credit him. My point about Westbrook and how you assess it is less about being critical of him and more I just think it's really interesting. Because most guys are motivated by winning championships. Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, the team that came back from that 3-1 deficit to crush the hearts and dreams of that Thunder team, of Westbrook, and of, yes, Kevin Durant. He joined the enemy because that's how you get rings now. Chris Paul, who I can't be positive about because I've met him, and he's not been nice to me, so what can I say? But he's an amazing player. He talked DeAndre Jordan to staying with the Clippers a few years ago, and then he left for Houston. Why? Not because he's a bad guy, because he wants to win rings, and he doesn't think he's clustered with the right guys. He's going to go hang out with James Harden and see if that works. This is old news, but LeBron going to the Heat and then going back to the Cavs and people joining LeBron like Dwayne Wade this year is because that's how you win championships. And I both salute Westbrook for his loyalty, but I do think that the people I've talked to around the league, and this is not a limited opinion, and everybody gossips. People gossip at your office, people gossip at my office, and people gossip in the NBA offices around the league. What's motivating Russell Westbrook? I mean, Westbrook had the best season of his career by far last year. He was historically great. And yet his team won 8 fewer games than the year before. So I think there's a fair question about what does he value. And by the way, value, look, I'm at the risk of being hypocritical, I'll be super honest. I love doing radio. And I understand that being a sports talk show host for a living. I'm back in Des Moines where I used to live, and I've seen people, I just bumped into a guy I knew from high school. And he's like, how did you get this job? You lucky SOB. And my answer was, I don't know. Knock on wood. And that said, I should be happy in this job in any role. And I had a great job, a great talk show that I love doing in Los Angeles with a co-host. But you know what I like more? I like being on the air by myself. I just do. It's just a thing, right? Is that ego? Am I better at it? Is it circumstances? I don't know. So I'm not judging Russell Westbrook. Like, be happy. Be happy. I get it. But I also think it's worth evaluating the motivations because we do talk about wins and losses. We do judge guys by championships. 855-212-4CBS is the phone number. Let's go to Eric in Abilene, Texas. Eric, appreciate you listening to the show. Happy Friday, my friend. You're on CBS Sports Radio.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
I want to support the point that you made. I've been a longtime Knick fan, and I recall when Patrick Ewing was playing, someone asked him a question. Well, what do you want? What are the most important things that you want to accomplish in your career? As a Knick fan, I wanted to hear him say, well, I want to win a championship for the Knicks. Instead, he said, I want to be MVP. And that really disappointed me. So Westbrook might be the same type of person as Ewing. So just wanted to support your point. Great point made.
Appreciate the call. Thank you so much. And it's interesting, right? Because all grown men, those of us that do other things for a living, those people that play sports, are entitled to their sort of motivations and perspectives. And we're entitled as sports fans to be like, man, I really want you to do things that are in my team's best interest. And those sometimes don't coalesce. But the Ewing thing's a great point. It's a great point. Some people want to be MVP. Some people want to get their shots. Part of the reason I'm skeptical of the Thunder, and I have been wrong many times before, I may be wrong again, but I don't think it's a great sign that Paul George, who's very aware of his words, who's very brand conscious, who I've been around, I'm not speculating, I've spent some time around Paul George, and I like him. One of the first things that he said, knowing that when he speaks it goes into the sort of NBA sports media ecosystem, was, I want to be the MVP this year. Well, you have a reigning MVP. I mean, that would be like, when Durant went to the Warriors, as best I can remember it, Durant wasn't like, I'm going to be the MVP, right? He wanted to be. Like that's always the goal. But instead he's like, I want to go in. I want to, be me and win a championship and be one of the guys. Like, people understand the messaging. So it's not just Russ who I worry, to your point, has a little Ewing in him. I mean, Russ has earned the right to be the man in that town. And he stayed there out of choice. Paul George got traded after demanding that he leave the place that actually drafted him. And he wants to be the MVP. And Melo's laughing and put out about having to come off the bench. It's a question. It's not even come off the bench. It's a question. Here's how you answer the question. You're willing to come off the bench? Man, I don't think I'm a player that comes off the bench, but I'll do whatever my team needs. And if you don't mean it, when the door's closed, tell your coach. So I think there's a lot of guys in that team that might have some of that Ewing in them. And we'll see how it works. But congratulations to Russell Westbrook. It is a massive contract. Congratulations to Oklahoma City. My brother was born there. I've spent a lot of time there. Love that town. You deserve it. And I hope he becomes your Brett Favre, your Aaron Rodgers, because I know that connection between the Thunder and that town is pretty special. And it reminds me of Green Bay. Green Bay's is deeper and longer because the Packers have been around a long time. But you guys deserve it, and I hope it ends with more success than I think it will. And I think at a minimum you'll have enough success that you're going to be a relevant team for at least 6 years because Russ is that good. All right, we're going to keep talking NBA. I keep promising to play these LeVar Ball clips, and I just keep talking to you, which I love doing. Reed Forgrave, my colleague at CBSSports.com. He's a national writer. He covers the NBA. He covers college basketball. He writes for GQ Magazine, the New York Times. And he and I now have a brand new podcast, The Flagrant 2, on iTunes, on SoundCloud. You can check it out on my Twitter handle, SportsWriter, Sports REITER. My guy Reed is going to join me in just a moment. We will talk about LeVar Ball, about LeVar Ball's comments, about Russell Westbrook, all of that good stuff. But before we do that, let's get a CBS Sports radio update with Rich Ackerman.
CBS Sports Radio. Sports Flash.
And Bill, Russell Westbrook enters this season with a strong supporting cast, and now a new contract as he and the Thunder have reportedly agreed to a 5-year extension worth $205 million, the largest guaranteed deal in NBA history. Louisville, in the wake of the scandal involving coaches, including Rick Pitino, has named assistant Scott Padgett its interim basketball coach. Baseball action today. What a final regular season start from Masahiro Tanaka, who went 7 innings, gave up just 3 hits, walked none, and struck out 15 as the Yankees blanked the Blue Jays by a score of 4-0. And Yankees already playoff bound, but still remain in the hunt for a division title as they're now just 2.5 back Boston, which leads the AL East, all they have to do is win one or have a Yankee loss over the weekend, and the title is theirs. But the Red Sox, for now, in action tonight at the top of the hour against the Astros at Fenway Park. Also getting underway at the top of the hour will be the White Sox and Indians in Cleveland, and the Rays will host the Orioles in Tampa. National League action today. The Cubs, with 3 in the 8th, beat the Reds 5-4. Ian Happ, his 24th home run of the season. Nationals and Marlins and Pirates get underway at the top of the hour in Washington, and the Mets and Phillies in Philadelphia in what is likely Terry Collins' final regular season series as manager of the Mets. Meanwhile, the Phillies today announced that Pete Buchanan is out as manager but will remain with the organization. The Marlins will host the Braves at the top of the hour as well. The Rockies take on the Dodgers tonight, holding a 2-game lead over the Brewers for the final playoff berth in the National League. The Brewers are in St. Louis tonight. I'm Rich Ackerman.
CBS Sports Radio.
Over the next 2 months, $160,000 is up for grabs.
The 4K a day on WRIE. Details at CBSSportsErie.com.
As a small business owner, you're always on the go. So how can you make sure you never miss a customer's call? Grasshopper. With Grasshopper, you get all the features of a business phone system. That's right. Grasshopper turns your cell phone into a business phone system that's affordable and incredibly easy to use. Get a toll-free or vanity phone number that's memorable and professional. Customers are forwarded to your phone and connected to you or your team wherever you are. And with our app, your outgoing calls and texts show up as your professional phone number. We'll transcribe your voicemails and send them to your email so you can determine their importance at a glance. So whether you're always on the go or working from home and need to keep business calls separate, or you simply want a professional tone, Grasshopper makes it happen. Set up your account in just minutes. There are no long-term contracts and support is 24/7. Get your calls, stay connected, thrive.
Now get $20 off your first month when you visit grasshopper.com/radio. Grasshopper.com/radio.
Take a second to think about everything you've got going on this week. I'll wait. So chances are your schedule's pretty crazy. Well, that's why driving with Uber is the ultimate side hustle. It's totally flexible, so you can earn whenever you have spare time. Got a couple hours free before work? Drive with Uber. Afternoon plans got rained out? Drive with Uber. It's the smart, simple way to earn when you want and chill when you don't. So start driving today and get your side hustle on. Visit uber.com/drive now. That's uber.com/drive now.
Hey, pro football fans. Werner Ladder is kicking off the season with Pro Appreciation Month. Werner wants to thank all the hardworking pros out there who make a living climbing Werner ladders every day. From ladders to fall protection, Werner offers all the styles and sizes you need. Stop by a local dealer for deals on Werner products, including the #1 selling step ladder preferred by pros. Or visit wernerladder.com for more information. When your feet leave the ground, trust Werner, the official ladder of pros everywhere.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-735-8360. That's 800-735-8360. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-735-8360.
See something? Smell something? Do something. When your basement or crawl space smells, don't ignore it. Odors, mold, and harmful pollutants come from too much moisture and not enough air circulation, making your home unhealthy. Do something. Call Wave Home Solutions today at 1-888-964-9283 or go to dryhousenow.com. Experts recommend ventilation instead of dehumidifiers to reduce moisture and expel harmful gases and pollutants. Wave moisture control units continuously dry out your home, transforming it into a fresher, healthier environment year-round. Wave units cost only pennies a day to operate, and there are no buckets to empty. Call Wave today at 1-888-964-9283 or go to dryhousenow.com. That's dryhousenow.com or call 1-888-964-9283.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
Do you owe more than $8,500 to the IRS? If so, get ready, as we are going to give you the most important number you may ever need to finally end your IRS nightmare. You may have heard of the tax settlement program with the IRS. That program allows you to reduce your back taxes with the IRS. Well, guess what? The IRS will be making drastic changes to this tax settlement program, making it even more difficult to reduce your tax debt. Call Platinum Tax Defenders today to learn how you can resolve your tax nightmare before these new changes go into effect. Now is the time to take action and speak to a qualified tax professional for free. We're A-rated with the Better Business Bureau and know the rules to get you the best deal possible. If you owe at least $8,500 to the IRS, then call Platinum Tax Defenders at 800-801-9553. Call 800-801-9553 for a free and confidential tax debt analysis. 800-801-9553. 800-801-9553.
Indians take on the White Sox for win number 101. Tonight at 7:30, catch all the action on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
He's Bill Ryder, and people can't stop listening.
I love you to death, man, but when you said Steph Curry is number 2, I jumped out of my chair.
You did, huh?
I jumped out of my chair, man.
I hope when you jumped out of your chair, you didn't, like, pull a hammy. I did that today when my kid, like, made me jump out of my chair because I'm old. I'm getting old, apparently.
It's Ryder Than You with Bill Ryder.
Welcome back into the show. Bill Ryder with you. I'm in Des Moines, Iowa. It is great to be here. And in every career, you have to carry someone who's not as talented, not as prepared, just not pleasant to be around. And that is my situation with Reed Forgrave. We have a brand new podcast, The Flagrant 2, at CBSSports.com. You can get it on iTunes. You can get it on SoundCloud. And I carry that man. Carried him in the first one. We'll carry him in the other ones. Reed Forgrave, am I going to carry you in this interview too?
You're going to carry me in this interview? You're basically, yes, exactly. It is an honor and a blessing and a joy to be on with such an enormous talent as you.
I love this sarcasm. Reed and I have known each other a long time. We actually both worked at the Des Moines Register. I'm in Des Moines. It's the old salad days. Forgrave, before we get into the podcast, and I hate saying nice things about you publicly, but you did a great job, and I'm really excited to be doing it with you. And LeVar Ball made a bunch of news, which we'll talk about in just a second. But the sort of big NBA news of the day, and again, Reed and I have a new NBA podcast called The Flagrant 2, although we talk about other stuff, including the Disney movie The $1 Million Duck. If you think that sounds weird, we explain how we got The $1 Million Duck. Is an amazing film. It's an amazing film.
My 5-year-old son has already been told about $1 Million Duck and how we're going to watch it together. He's very excited.
It will change your life. It will enter the cultural lexicon, just like The Big Lebowski, minus the 421 swear words in that film. Reed, Russell Westbrook is now, if you include all 6 years of his deal, this next year in the 5-year extension, the highest paid player in the history of the NBA. I have two scenarios I want to get your perspective. My first instinct was, man, that's a super loyal guy and good for Oklahoma City. And my second reaction was, that guy's never going to win a championship. And I had a few people from around the league make the point to me, like, yeah, it's great, good for Sam Presti, deserves a celebration, but it also might indicate that Russ is more about the numbers and the triple-doubles and the MVPs than he is about winning because he's never going to win Oklahoma City. What is the right take? That Russ is this incredible loyalist, or that Russ is about Russ and enjoys playing in a place where he's always going to get 40 shots?
If there's one thing that we've learned over the past several years in the NBA, there is no loyalty in this game. I love that Russ is staying there, and I think you're right. I think he probably will not be winning any championships there. What we learned last season is, of course, Russ is about Russ. Of course, Russ is about the numbers. And frankly, look, Warriors-type basketball, Spurs-type basketball, LeBron-type basketball, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. Share the ball. It's the new wave of basketball. But part of me does kind of yearn for those ball hog days, for the old Allen Iverson days, Russ brings something to the NBA that may not be championships, but is something that is very valuable to this sport.
He is Reed Forgrave. He is my colleague on a new podcast, The Flagrant 2. And by the way, Reed, not to be a hypocrite, the point that I made is that I'm not saying it's a put down. I mean, I had a great thing going in L.A. on a 2-person radio show, and for a variety of reasons, I wanted to work at CBS Sports Radio. And, one of them might be that I like doing solo radio. I sort of enjoy the freedom of that, right? And I'm already working behind the scenes to get you kicked off The Flagrant 2, right? So it's so I'm not even judging Westbrook. I will say this though, Reed, and I don't know your perspective. I think the Thunder will be really interesting this year. I think they might almost certainly be a top 4 team in the West, but I give them almost no chance to win against the Warriors. I know you hate this anointing the Warriors thing, but are you with me on this, or do you want to give them, because they have a lot of there are a lot of guys you can throw as perimeter defenders that are on that Thunder team now.
This is a top 5 NBA defense, maybe even a top 3 defense that added Carmelo Anthony and lost Enes Kanter. That is a very good thing. And then with Paul George in that mix, I like this team a lot. I don't know what's going to happen. I kind of doubt that they're going to beat the Warriors, but I give them a chance. It'll be interesting to see how the chemistry develops. There is only one basketball on the floor, and Carmelo needs at least 2, perhaps 3 to go in at the same time in order to get the amount of shots that he's going to want to get. But look, there's a lot of talent on that team. I keep thinking back to how Carmelo played a very different style of basketball when he was surrounded by stars on Team USA. He was great. That was the Carmelo that we always want. Maybe he'll be able to channel that this year, and we will have an actual big 3 in OKC. I'd give him a chance.
It's time for Erie Otters hockey on WRIE Erie. CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260 is proud to be the new home of Erie Otters hockey. Now let's go live and join the voice of the Erie Otters, Aaron Cooney.
6 ain't bad. As the Erie Otters opening up the season on the road with stops in Peterborough, Kingston, and then wrapping up their opening road trip Sunday night in Ottawa. First 2, probably more of what coach and new head coach Chris Hartsburg wants to see out of his team. An opening night win in Peterborough, although a tough overtime loss the next night in Kingston in overtime. But it was Sunday night against the Ottawa 67s that saw things get just a little far ahead of the Erie Otters. The Otters would open the scoring in the first period with their first period goal of the season coming from Carson Edwardson.
Off go the Otters, breaking out towards center ice. Max Golod moving on in from right wing side, throws to the front, and a shot, they score! Carson Edwardson, the man in front. Erie on a 3-on-2 break makes it happen, and it's number 8 in white, putting the Otters on the board first.
Edwardson with his first of the season. And Erie feeling pretty good, up 1-0. But a quick reply from Ottawa would tie the game up at 1 with Shumalevsky, the San Jose Sharks 6th rounder, tying things up. The Otters will get another first on their side late in the first period as Kyle Maximovich, set up by Ivan Ladny and Taylor Radish, would find the back of the net for the first time of the year. And the Otters, once again, were back up by 1. But Ottawa would find their offense at their home opener on that Sunday at TD Place. First, with a great individual effort from Ty Felleber to tie the game at 2. And then the game's first penalty, which went to Ottawa. It was the 67s capitalizing, down a man.
Hands off to Ladny off the stick, trying to get right back. That's picked off. And off come the 67s. Travis Barron gets around Hedrick, moves it on goal to the backhand. Save made the rebound. It's Keating. 3-2 Ottawa.
The 67s with their first lead of the game, a shorthanded tally in the first of the night, first of many for Austin Keating that evening. But that same power play before the first period would expire, let's see the Otters tie things up and off a player that they're expecting more offense from. That'd be number 39, Garrett Podobny.
The Otters still on the power play. Looking to tie things up. First power play of the game. And somebody lost the stick. That was one of the 67s. Erie trying to take advantage. Max Simic moves on in. Podubny scores. G'd up from the feed up. It's Garrett Podubny wide open in front of the net. Ties things at 3 on the power play.
Once again, power play goal for the Erie Otters. They have a power play goal in each of their first 3 games. But into the second period, although we entered tied at 3, it was Ottawa using the man advantage to take advantage of the game. A 5-minute major match penalty to Jack Dump for slew footing will put Erie in a tough spot. And it's Ottawa and Austin Keating taking advantage.
Clark on to Stratus. Crossed on left wing side. Felliver again to Fogut. Put it in front. Tip save. Oh, it rolls in. Oberoi had it under the pad, but a second crack at it. Knifed in across the goal line. And it's got to be Austin Keating picking up his second of the night.
Keating would finish with the hat trick on the evening as the Ottawa 67s avoid the trend in the OHL of teams losing their home openers. As the 67s down the Otters 6-4, the final from TD Place. And the Otters, well, you get points in the first one, and then you get a point in Kingston. 3 out of 6 isn't bad on an opening road swing, one of the longer trips out east, out of the way early. And the Otters, time to recoup in a more familiar place, one they visit 3 times a year. We're at the Meridian Center here in St. Catharines, Ontario, the Erie Otters and the Niagara IceDogs. Hello, everyone. I'm Aaron Cooney back with you again as the Otters in their first matchup of the year with proximity rival Niagara IceDogs. They see each other 6 times, the closest team to the Erie Otters despite being in separate conferences. It is one of the rivalries that you have with these two being so close. And it's the first matchup here, always heated and always interesting. Even their last 2 matchups, a combined tally of 27 goals between the 2 teams in their last 2 matchups at the end of the year. You're never shy of entertainment when the IceDogs and the Otters get things away. We'll get you set. This is the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Lots more to come. We're going to catch up with new Otter Alex Gritz. And for Erie, one of those as local as you can get. We're out of Cranberry Township, just a short trip down 79. We'll catch up with Alex Gritz and his journey to the OHL. We'll also look around the league. News and notes coming in as the OHL seems to be beefed up thanks to the Anaheim Ducks. We'll hear about that a little bit later on. It's the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. And you're listening here to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Hey, Jane, check it out. 2 brand new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, you just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
And with 9s in a line, you could win Progressive top prizes instantly.
Instantly? That's fast.
Not faster than me drinking this frozen slush.
You okay?
Ouch. Headache.
Oh.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. That means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585. The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Meridian Center. Eric will be along with you to the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. As the Otters and Niagara IceDogs for the first time on the year, and first of 6 matchups between these two squads. The Otters, despite how well or what the rosters look like, Niagara going through a rebuild starting last year after winning the Eastern Conference in 2016. But a lot of turnover. That was one of the older teams in the league, and they quickly shift to one of the younger teams in the league here, these Niagara IceDogs. And last year, quite the performance for the IceDogs, and winning, coming out of the basement of the Eastern Conference and able to sneak into the playoffs. But no matter what the rosters look like, it's always competitive. And Erie and what they did last year, still dropping 2 games to the IceDogs. Erie went 4-2 against the IceDogs last season. Even over the last 5 years, it seems like the Otters have the upper hand, but you never know, with Erie going 17-7 against Niagara over the last 5 seasons. But here in this building, it's only into its 3rd year now. Niagara has had the better of the Otters. So we'll see what kind of matchup we end up with tonight, with both teams on the younger side and on their way up and coming. But the IceDogs, another one of those teams dealing with changes behind the bench. And we mentioned this before, 10 teams, half the league in the OHL, with a new bench boss. As the IceDogs, and they're changing the front office with Joey Burke stepping in as general manager. He's long gone after the years of Marty Williamson, and now head coach Billy Burke stepping in, his twin brother. So the Burks take over. Billy behind the bench in his first year now. They're 1-0, only 1 game so far this season. Joey Burke, he'll be manning the phones for the IceDogs in the season. As for this evening, scratches for the IceDogs include number 9, Joshua Dame, number 19, Ian Martin, number 21, Andrew Somerville, and number 77, Ryan Smith. And for the Erie Otters, getting through their scratches, you can scratch number 15, Stephane Patry. He is out of the lineup for the first time this year. Also scratch number 22, Joseph Mack. Number 34, Jack Duff. Duff suspended 2 games. It's an automatic suspension for a match penalty and a slew foot. One of those dangerous plays if you're trying to get out of the game. So Jack Duff is out for tonight and also tomorrow's opener at the Erie Insurance Arena. The 2-game suspension handed down with the automatic discipline for the slew foot that occurred in the second period, towards the end of the second period against Ottawa on Sunday. And the last scratch for the Erie Otters will be number 41, Curtis Henry, after his first action in the Ontario Hockey League. Erie down to 5 defense. Curtis Henry servicing pretty well for Erie in his first game in the Ontario Hockey League. As the Otters will go with Troy Timpano between the pipes. That is our Marcia Real Estate Services lineup. Usual lines, at least for the first line. Erie in the center, Ivan Ladnia between Kyle Maximovich and Taylor Radish. A bit of a change to the second line. Garrett Bedubney will center Christian Gurney and Max Golot. Third line, Carson Edwardson gets moved up to play with Cade Robinson and Patrick Fellows. And the fourth line will be Alex Gritz centering Emmett Sproul and number 29, Chad Yetman for the Otters side. Defensive pairings, Mitch Byrne back in the lineup. He'll be paired with Owen Hedrick, Josh Raymond, and Jordan Sambrook together. And then Ryan Martin with Aiden Timmermans. Is Aiden Timmermans making his debut for the season here for the Erie Otters. He'll be at the Meridian Center just shortly. As we talked about Alex Gritz coming from Cranberry Township, a short jaunt down I-79. And interestingly enough, you don't see a whole lot of it, but these guys, when you're in Ontario, you end up playing in the GTHL and other minor midget leagues. But it was Alex Gritz, from seeing Connor McDavid play with the Erie Otters, wanted to get to the Ontario Hockey League, and to fast track that as a 15-year-old, moved into Ontario, joined the Waterloo Wolves, a minor midget team, and then drafted in the 3rd round by the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. So getting even further away from his home near Pittsburgh. But we're going to talk to Alex Gritz about that here in just a little bit when we come back, as the Erie Otters and the Niagara IceDogs, that's on tap. Face-off will be about 7:10 when we get underway following the anthems and the opening night celebrations. This is the 4th home opener that the Otters are a part of. And it'll be number 5 tomorrow, and the Erie Otters raise the championship banner at the Erie Insurance Arena. We'll take a break and come back with Alex Gritz right after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Tom. Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com to learn more.
Hey, Jane, check it out. 2 brand new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, you just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
And with 9s in a line, you could win Progressive top prizes instantly.
Instantly? That's fast.
Not faster than me drinking this frozen slush.
You okay?
Ouch. Headache.
Oh.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You ought to be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott. An Erie Otters game is the best way to bring everyone together. Gather your family and friends or plan an office or work outing at the best entertainment value in Erie. Groups of 10 or more can enjoy discounted ticket prices with multiple seating options available. Ask one of our group sales associates today about a group outing and even upgrade into our meeting room suites for the most stylish experience at the Erie Insurance Arena. Otters sales associates are standing by to take your call and plan your night out during regular office hours at 814-455-7779.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back at the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Aaron Cooney with you. Pleased to be joined at this time by Otters forward Alex Gritz. And Alex, coming from Sault Ste. Marie to here, what's the transition been like? And when did you find out that you were going, making the move from Sault Ste. Marie, who drafted you a couple years ago, now to the Erie Otters?
Yeah, I mean, found out pretty late, close to the season, but, so far everything has been amazing. The guys have been great to me, and I'm having a great time playing here, so everything's been going really good.
Now, you're a Cranberry Township native, just an hour and a half drive south or so, down towards Pittsburgh, down 79. Is it nicer to be closer to home? Sault to Pittsburgh's going to be a pretty long journey for the family.
Yeah, it's definitely quite a hike from Sault to Pittsburgh, but yeah, it's pretty cool playing close to home in your home state. It's kind of special. My parents get to come up, watch me a lot of friends too, so yeah, it's been pretty cool.
I know we're closing in on the home opener tomorrow, but you got the IceDogs tonight. But to ask you, as I'm curious myself, as a Pittsburgh guy, and you being just from Cranberry, how do you end up in the Ontario Hockey League, and how do you end up playing for the Waterloo Wolves before going to your draft year for the OHL?
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy story, I guess. But I grew up, coming to Otters games. I love watching McDavid play. He's always inspiring to me, and I always said I wanted to play for the Erie Otters or in the OHL. So I thought making a move to play in Waterloo, Canada, would help me get drafted, and it did. It was a great year for me. I really enjoyed my time there, and so far everything's worked out pretty good. But still got a long way to go. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything so far.
Do they, with that minor midget, do they billet you and everything too? It's kind of the same situation when you were in Waterloo before you got drafted by the Sioux.
Yeah, they were pretty helpful. They got me set up with billets, got me set up with school, and they were really good to me, treated me well there, and I had a great time playing there.
A couple games into the season, you have had some pretty regular line mates with Patrick Fellows and Christian Gurney, at least for the first 2 outings. What is it about playing with those guys? It set up your first goal with the Otters in that opening game against Peterborough, but what was clicking early on with the three of you?
Yeah, I thought we bring a lot of energy. The three of us were good at getting on pucks, getting on loose pucks, and creating a lot of offense and being good in the D zone. So I think we had a good first couple games there, but we got to keep that rolling.
Niagara IceDogs, they've only played 1 game so far this season, had a week off, and now coming into their home opener. For you guys, what do the Otters want to do to prepare for, as fresh as they are coming off a week, but not a lot to really go by, seeing the IceDogs only having 1 game?
Yeah, like you said, they haven't played very much lately, but they're going to be excited. The fans are going to be pretty crazy tonight, and it's going to be a loud arena, but we just got to play our game and stick to what we do best.
Hey, thanks, Alex, and have fun here tonight in Niagara.
Thank you very much.
That's Alex Gritz of the Erie Otters. Face-Off is next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Hi, this is Ed Rendell. I've got to admit that I was sort of a dinosaur when it came to using social media. But my son found Epic Web Studios, and we began working with them. And they've done an incredible job with us. They've significantly increased our followers on Twitter and Facebook. They make sure that we put up the right things. They capture every good thing that I've said or done on TV and get it out real quickly. And it's been just a revelation to me, and they've been tremendous to work with.
Don't be a dinosaur. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. That means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585.
$99.88 or $149 a month on a brand new Mirage or G4? Take your pick. Come see the sporty Mitsubishi Mirage or the sleek G4 sedan. Both get up to 40 miles per gallon and both come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Own one today for only $99.88 or $149 a month. Only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Prices prior to tax, title, and license fees will require financing through dealer or indirect lending service.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Meridian Center, where every year, really everything they do, over the top. Entire team dress. The Otters have been sitting here for 10 minutes now, waiting for this to get through. And we will get to hockey at some point here tonight from the Meridian Center with their home opener celebration. And their introductions continue to drag on. With the Otters and the IceDogs to face off here tonight as they get through a couple of their leadership roles for the IceDogs. Akil Thomas will wear an A this season. The second-year man now after a sensational performance last year with 21 goals and 48 points. Akil Thomas, as a rookie, scored a beautiful goal for his first in the OHL against the Erie Otters here last year in a game in late September. A twirling spin move onto a backhand around Mitch Byrne to unleash it that Fold, the Otters goaltender, Jake Lohr on the night, which brought us to a highlight reel that's gone on. They've been replaying that for a while, but we're going to step aside just to allow the Meridian Center PA address to take over. And we'll hit the anthems. And with that, once those wrap up, we'll have opening face-off here from the Meridian Center. A little bit later on in the broadcast, you're going to hear from Dave Brown, Erie Otters general manager, and also BJ Adams will join me for the first time underneath the title of associate coach with the Erie Otters. A similar role. We'll run the blue line for Erie, but Dave Brown up to his tricks as well as general manager. They will hit the anthems here shortly.
Thank you. Now please remain standing. The American and Canadian national anthems presented by Swiss Chalet at 4th and Main and St. Catharines. Performing the anthems tonight, we welcome Grand Avenue Public School.
Might be the fastest rendition I've ever heard of. Oh, Canada? It's at 140 beats per minute. Grand Avenue Public School delivering those for us as we can get to the hockey game. Hello again, everyone. Aaron Cooney with you inside the Meridian Center, where tonight the Ontario Hockey League presents the Erie Otters visiting the Niagara IceDogs. Now we've gone through it. We've had our announcements, and we're past the schedule that was provided us as to when this game was going to start, but we're finally going to get there here from St. Catharines, Ontario. The IceDogs and the Erie Otters, 6 matchups throughout the season. And you never know what you're going to get, but a kind of a new look, a couple additions for the IceDogs, one of those being Elijah Roberts, coming over from the Kitchener Rangers, as he will make his start here tonight, number 98. 4 goals last year, 14 assists, 18 points. 2 of those 4 goals coming against the Erie Otters for the Kitchener Rangers, including his first 2-goal game. We'll see him, and a lot of him. This guy can certainly wheel in their addition. One of the, I guess you can call it an odd man out situation out of Kitchener, as their defensive came in. Also the addition of Logan Stanley for them. But hey, we are underway from St. Catharines, Ontario, as opening face-off, won back by Niagara, and they quickly ice the puck down the other way. Bring the face-off back into Erie territory, and with that change in line, top line comes on for the Otters with Ivan Lodnia, Kyle Maximich, and Taylor Radish. Our referee lineup brought to you by Visual Options. Jesse Wilmot, Scott Ferguson, Ryan Homestead, Corey Hooper. As we get underway, here's Roberts. Another face-off win for the IceDogs, but Erie after the puck into the offensive zone. Ivan Lodnia, nice little keep-in, but taken out of the play. A body check onto the Otters. Kyle Maximich allows Phillip to bring the puck out to center, and he blasts it in and goes all the way around the rim and back out to center. Andre McCullough now. Poke check. Loose into the Otters zone. Maximich, nice stick lift, and off goes Erie out to center. A little bump Maximich from Taylor Radish. 9 in goal. Drop pass intercepted by Daniel Singer, and off they come. Phillip now ahead. He'll loft it into the Otters zone. Bouncing puck. Oh, that one took a knuckling bounce on Troy Timpano. He was down in the butterfly, but able to make the save on the... Oh, just that thing. You've seen that happen from time to time on goaltenders where they get scored on from the length of the ice or half ice. It's just that little bounce, and it was a perfect drop. About 4 feet out from underneath him. As the Otters defending, Josh Wayman leaves the puck out at center ice. And taking over is Liam Ham. Just underway here from the Meridian Center. Erie Otters and Niagara IceDogs the first time. Home opener here for the IceDogs in St. Catharines, Ontario. With the puck, Lahid. 17 in red out right side. Played into the Otter zone. Back behind the goal. Timpano play. Look out. Lost the puck behind the goal. Nearly stolen away for the stuff by Akil Smith. But he just throws it through the goal mouth. I don't think the Otters gave the communication to Timpano that there's a man coming in hot. As Max Golod sends the puck in deep. Out from center. Stephen Dillon will slow it down. No score here. Almost 2 minutes in from the first period. Edwardson with a smash onto Shankar. As the Otters keep the puck in onside. Shankar into his own corner and roughing up with Carson Edwardson. A hometown boy, Carson Edwardson, now playing closest rink for him in Niagara Falls, Ontario native. But the IceDogs escape out to center ice from the left wing side. Dumped into the Otter zone. Cade Robinson in back as well. Aiden Timmermans with his first shift of the 2017-2018 season. Sweeps it behind his own goal. Patrick Fellows couldn't get there in time. It's kept in by McPherson. Ryan Martin out of his far corner. Tied up. Tomasino. Forced off of his stick by Aiden Timmermans, who forced the issue. And the Otters send it out to center ice and rip it into the zone by Patrick Fellows. Edwardson provides chase. McPherson drills it back behind his own net. Onto the near side. Chad Yetman will keep it alive. Pokes away from Jones. It's loose near side wall right in front of me, and Shankar recovers the defensive coming over from the North Bay Battalion. And he floats it on into the Honor zone from center red. Mitch Byrne there on after. Brady Johnson ties him up. And the Otters slide on behind their own goal. Owen Hedrick looking for a man ahead. It's Yetman. Poked it across the blue line. Knifed right back out by Schaefer. And Langdon trying the other way. Bouncing puck. Has Bruder with him. But the Otters just run him into the wall. And Erie takes the biscuit out ahead to center ice. From the left wing side, just ahead of the play was Emmett Sproul. And the Otters are offside with the carry-in from Alex Gritz. 3 minutes, 12 seconds off the clock in a scoreless first period. The Otters and IceDogs in this first matchup. The fourth home opener Erie's been a part of here on this season. And a battle of first-year coaches in the OHL. Chris Hartsburg to the Otters, as we know that from the changeover on the other side as well. Joey Burke taking over. Then you have the Burke brothers. Billy Burke at the helm as the general manager, and Joey Burke, his first year as a coach. They got their first victory last week. They've been off for a week here waiting for this home opener, and you can tell they have a jump here. They've been waiting for this one, but with that, their own man, Kirill Maximoff, just bowls over their captain, Johnny Corneal, inside the Otters zone. But a puck will come to Akil Thomas. Leaves it back behind the net. Maximoff centers in front. The Otters steal. In front of a man was Jordan Sambrook, and Erie spreads it out ahead. Josh Wayman carries the center. Trying to keep the line was Lodnia, but that left skate just came up off the ice, and the whistle sounds offside, Erie. Erie still looking for that familiarity, and you're gonna hear that from B.J. Adams a little later in the broadcast during the UPMC intermission report, and discussing just how do you get that familiarity. You had a couple guys as he's in charge of the blue line as associate coach this year. But Jack Duff, Aiden Timmerman with Erie throughout the playoff run and the Memorial Cup. And you got to get used to how things work with the Erie Otters. Here's McCullough flying down the left wing side, forced behind the goal and smashed to the end boards by Owen Hedrick. And the Otters will grab from the corner. Max Golod, he's roughed up behind the goal, turned around, nothing called, but the puck squirts out towards center. A try from the blue line, skips on to the near corner. Here's McCullough with a try. Wrister got loose in front. That's off a couple bodies, never made it to the goal. Phillip will try from the left wing side, sends it right off the side of the cage. The cycle continues on down to the near side corner. McCullough reaching. Mitch Byrne will step in front of him, slide it up the wall. Garrett Podubny there on the back end will knuckle it out to center ice. And here's Christian Gurney, another local product from Toro. Gurney trying to drag away from defenders. Elijah Roberts bumps him inside Niagara territory, but that loose biscuit settled down by Singer and then sent in from center red as both teams making changes. 5 minutes off the clock, first period. No score, Otters and IceDogs, and Carson Edwardson out ahead to center ice. Moving on the left wing side, drops it off. Wrist shot saved by Dillon for his first action. The intended pass was for Carson Edwardson driving the cage, but goes off a stick, found by the follow-up. Third man in, Patrick Fellows, who unleashes that wrister, and Stephen Dillon saw it the whole way. Draw will beat to the right of Niagara, Stephen Dillon. Now, passed up in the NHL draft, and a little disappointing for him. They thought as Ben Jones brings it the other way, he was picked up. Jones gives on in front for a wrist shot on the 2-on-2 rush. And stopped by Timpano as Tomasino was stymied by the Otters goaltender. But Dillon the other way led the league in saves. He had the most action in the OHL out of goaltenders last year, and sometimes just under siege, a barrage of shots. Went 21-29, 4-4 last year with one shutout, a 3.46 goals against average and 9.14 save percentage, which are great numbers for such a young squad they had last year, but passed up at the NHL draft. Buffalo, New York native. Certainly be an interesting story come the draft again and a re-entry as the 19-year-old enters another campaign. His first action, if you remember, would have been back in, at the time, was the first Niagara Center in Buffalo, New York against the Erie Otters. At the Otters chased starting netminder, and in came Stephen Dillon. And Connor McDavid tore into Buffalo, New York. Otters out to center ice with the puck back in action as Taylor Radish chips it in behind the goal. Ham's tied up, and Max Simic will find the biscuit on the near side. Tries to wrap it and give in front. A wrist shot. Radish was open, but he sends it high over the glass. And for that pass, Max Simic, he got just laid out behind the goal by Lahid. Niagara able to get out to center ice and trying to dump the puck in. It's an icing call instead. They were behind that red line. Able to make changes with the neutral zone icing call. But Erie gets an offensive zone face-off upcoming here. Gritz, Yetman, Sproul will take the ice with Byrne and Hedrick on the blue line. Erie gets back Mitch Byrne for the early UPMC injury report. He has the puck now 2 in goal. Sends it high over the net. Near side, Evan Sproul looking to give to Hedrick, and it's turned over. Bruder able to pick it up in front of Owen Hedrick and dumps it around him down to the near side corner, Otters territory. Byrne puts a body into him, but Langdon will find the puck, bounce it up high. Held into McPherson. Back to Langdon, right wing circle, moves in, drags and fires. It's off a stick wide. Behind the goal. Niagara gets it back, puts it to the front circle. Erie intercepts, and Emmett Sproul leaves it out to center for Chad Yetman. On forward, Gritz is there. It's knifed off of his stick, sent right back in. Erie offside at the time, so they got to back up. And some time for McPherson to survey the scene. 7 minutes off the clock. We are scoreless, Otters and IceDogs, and it's played into the honor zone off the stick to the near side corner. Here's Johnson. Moved up the near side boards. Wanted to get to his point man, but Garrett Podubny steps into it. He'll intercept and take the puck the other way. Brought in left wing side, offensive zone. Off a stick to the near side wall, at the half wall. Gathered by Christian Gurney. Trying to give on the cycle for Podubny. It's intercepted by Phillip, and he launches this one from his own end. This should be an icing call. It is. As the whistle sounds with 12:37 to go. Near in the first period, the home opener at the Meridian Center. IceDogs 1-0 on the year. This puck comes to the left for the draw at the left of Stephen Dillon. Ladnia waved out. And now Kyle Maximovich will step in for the Otters. Battling with Phillip. Little help from McCullough in the draw. Roberts also, with Erie holds in for the blue line. Timmermans lets one fly, a knuckler that bounces off the end board glass. Maximovich retrieves, holds, floated out to Ryan Martin at the point. Wrist shot, shouldered away by Dillon. And Taylor Radish to that puck. Gives out to Martin, just fanned on that play, trying to hold in. And it pops out to center ice. Martin throws it back into the zone. The Otters go to chase. Left on near side by Schaefer. Give it up the near side boards. McCullough trying to clear. Ladnia, good back pressure. Almost took it away, but they forced the Niagara IceDogs to move and give ground into their own end. Along the far half wall. Trying to move the puck is Schaefer. He will, and launches this one. An alley-oop pass for McCullough, and it's forced the hand of Troy Timpano to play it as Schaefer bounces one from the near side circle, and the reinforcements into the zone for Niagara. Otters, though, take the biscuit away. Maximovich steps into it, and he's got the man trying to move forward. Got between two, but there's a third man that stood him up. And Jones will launch the puck towards the Erie line. A little over 8 minutes off the clock here from the first period. And Jordan Sambrook trying to poke the puck into the zone from neutral ice. Forced there, and Sambrook just runs over Ben Jones right at the Niagara bench. Almost sent him head first. And taking a seat. He's able to recover as Sambrook picks up the dump in and looks on the near side for Patrick Fellows. Shuffle it on in. Dillon out to play it. Sends it on to the near side corner. Cade Robinson is there and puts it back in deeper, sliding on the far side corner. Lahid is there for Niagara. Bumps it on forward. Tomasino out to center ice. A poke check away from the Otters. Sambrook, who stepped up in the neutral zone. Luckily, Wayman is back, but he's rubbed out of the play. And the IceDogs have the puck in the Otters zone. Looking to center. It's intercepted on the man back, Patrick Fellows. Erie jumps in and will change from center ice. 10:35 to play, first period. No score, Otters and IceDogs. Castleman will deflect this one into the Erie zone and head off on the shift change. A full, fresh 5 for Niagara. Gurney from center end, rifled on in. Dillon slows it down onto the corner as Garrett Padumney gets there first. Now Max Golod looking to center. It bounced around between the face-off dots, but it's swept away by Niagara and on out to center. Here's Owen Hedrick on the backhand. Couldn't get it into the zone from the red stripe, and McPherson finds Corneal left wing side. Poke check, good reach from Mitch Byrne to stay with him. Corneal, their captain, leading scorer from last year. 23 goals and 23 assists. He bounces out to center ice now, and it's Christian Gurney. Lets a wrister go off the stick of Shankar. Out of play. 9:49 remains, first period. Scoreless from the Meridian Center between the IceDogs and the Erie Otters. Otters fans, real food, real beer, real historic atmosphere. That's what you'll find at the brewery at Union Station, Erie's original brew pub and restaurant. Located downtown at 123 West 14th Street. That's the brewery, proud sponsor of the Erie Otters. They don't have the same lyrics in St. Catharines as in Erie for Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline, which I'm sure everybody listening back in Erie can't wait for that first time they let that loose at the Erie Insurance Arena. And the song so infamous now in Erie Otters lore that it's made it to the back of the team bus. Yes, if you're following the Erie Otters bus on any street, you will see the Sweet Caroline lyrics just underneath the license plate. So look for that. And also the Otters bus, freshly wrapped and everything. And it looks sharp as the Otters come to an OHL town near you. As it's brought in towards the offensive zone, Maximovich wanted to let the shot go. The stick just blew up into two pieces. And Niagara can move out to center ice with it. McCullough, left wing side, half slapper, and almost fell over in the effort. That sails wide into the far corner of the Otters ice and just skips right out to center. Erie will take from there. Maximovich trying to float it on forward for Taylor Radish, and too much air on that pass. Lahid up off the skates of a forward, and McCullough takes over out to neutral ice. At the IceDogs logo, floats it in. Fair caught by Troy Timpano and settles it down to move it behind his own net. There's Owen Hedrick. Kicks it away from the man. Holtz has a little bit of time behind the goal. Under 9 to play, first period. No score, Otters and IceDogs. And after surveying the scene, here comes Owen Hedrick. Bumped forward for Chad Yetman. He'll get it around one man, but forced to the wall, where it's picked up by Elijah Roberts. Roberts on far side. Backhanded forward. Sproul couldn't get there in time. He's roughed up by Langdon. And the puck at the Otters' blue line. Aiden Timmermans takes over. Ryan Martin. And on one more time. Sproul will find Gritz, who sends it on in. Dillon to move it. No forecheck really here for the Otters right now. As Roberts. Now he just lost the puck, though. Almost created a forecheck for the Erie Otters, but he's able to bounce it out towards center. Carson Edwardson takes over. And he'll send it around the horn. Slowed again, and Dillon will play it. There's Elijah Roberts, 98 in red. On forward right wing side. Brady Johnson tips it around one man, and it's followed up into the corner. Erie in the tie-up, able to move once again with control out to center ice. Patrick Fellows taking over on the steal. They'll send it on in behind the net. Cade Robinson went down in a heap on the play, slow to get up. He went skates first into the boards, but the Otters have to retreat back to their own end, and Robinson is coming off towards the bench gingerly as well, not giving a lot of weight on the right skate. Erie's changes on the play. They'll just give ground and move back behind their own goal and let that finish up. It's Carson Edwardson in control, and he's chased on out. And he'll give out to center for Christian Gurney, but too much steam on the pass, and it's taken by McPherson for Niagara. Golod trying to disrupt things along the near wall inside Niagara ice, but Ben Jones clears things up, hands off to Shankar, and they'll send it down the length, and another icing call upcoming. Again to the IceDogs. This has got to be 4 or 5 on the evening for the IceDogs. We're just in the first period. Draw will be to the left to Stephen Dillon. May as well just put the drum line into the press box with you. The view can't get much worse from the near corner they try to set me up in. And Niagara looks like they'll be guilty once again of an icing call. We're going to reset and do it again. Next to Stephen Dillon. For the IceDogs, a couple players picked up at the 2017 NHL draft. Out there now, Brill Maximoff, the 5th round pick of the Edmonton Oilers, and Ben Jones out there as well, part of this line. 5th round pick of the Las Vegas Golden Knights. As a point try from Josh Wayman sails right into the red basket of Stephen Dillon. He just holds on. Will reset Maximovich to take the draw to the right of Niagara's Dillon. Waved down as Akil Thomas. Johnny Corneal will step in. And the captain couldn't win this draw. The Otters have it. Taylor Radish on the backhand, try to get it towards the goal. That was blocked away, and Lahid sends it back out to center. Sandbrook takes over. On for Wayman on the left side. Forward, Maximovich. Up the wall, the dish for Lodnia. Reaching for it, couldn't keep it in, but the Otters do with Maximovich falling up, who sails one high over the cage. Sandbrook turned around at his own line by Maximoff, and it forces Erie back to their own zone. The dish for Wayman. Back on towards neutral ice. Taylor Radish couldn't take the pass. They find Maximoff with Akil Thomas. His wrister from the circle is stopped by the shoulder of Timpano. Another one towards the goal after the rebound. Smothered. No rebound there. On the try from Maximoff, Timpano covers up. Only 7 shots on goal through the first almost 14 minutes. It's 6:17 left on the clock. Make it 8 now as they add that one to the home side. 4 and 4, just 8 shots on goal to get started here tonight. Draw to the right of Troy Timpano, the Otters. One back by Niagara. And after it is Elijah Roberts on the near side. Penalty coming up. Gurney got the stick right into the midsection. He's going to go for hooking. Roberts can take off. That burst of speed. So quick. And as Christian Gurney was reaching to try to get the stick on stick and tie him up, Roberts just took off that last little shimmy and turn from 10-2 down the near side. And lodged the stick into his midsection. The first power play is going to go to Niagara. Erie gave up their first power play goals. A lot of them the other night in Ottawa. As Ben Jones controlling out of the far side circle, runs into Owen Hedrick. And it's Carson Edwardson delivering the puck the length of the ice. 1:35 left here in this power play. Into the box for hooking is Gurney. On out right wing side, Akil Thomas sends it in and just ducks around Mitch Byrne. Hedrick is back behind the net, but it's picked up by the IceDogs. They'll work out of the near side corner. Jones sandwiched by two Otters. Moved onto the corner again. Still in control is Niagara. Drop pass by Maximoff. Intercepted by Erie, but they can't clear. Comes back to Maximoff along the near half wall. Byrne turning. Robinson trying to help out. He will off the glove of Ben Jones, and that gets out to center. Elijah Roberts. Drop pass. Jones. Skates across center red and bunched up on the near side. Sends it in to the near corner of the Otters zone. They look to set up shop. IceDogs on the man advantage. Another 50 seconds with it. Bounced out for Roberts. Left point. Into the circle. Maximoff wants to go skate the stick, but could not complete the play. Good hold in by Roberts, and Ben Jones finds a man right wing side for Elijah Roberts to let another shot go. And somehow Troy Timpano muscles it off, and the Otters will send it down behind Dylan with 30 seconds left on the kill. Under 5 to play in the frame, and Roberts again still out here. Couldn't get around Ivan Ladnia, but they follow up. Erie almost had a short-handed chance, so it would have been a 2-on-1 too with Roberts into the offensive zone. But Erie just pokes it out to center, where it's found by McCullough. Ladnia after him. 10 seconds on the kill. McCullough flying left wing side. Gets around Sandbrook. Look out from the circles. Lets a shot go. Sharp angle off the mask of Troy Timpano. But the Otters can't get to that rebound and clear. Looking to move out to Schaefer at the near side. Power play is over. Out steps Gurney. Erie's killed it. Turning shot blocked by the Otters. Ryan Martin. Ladnia pokes it to the near side corner Otters territory. Taylor Radish in to help out. He will tie up. Looking at Sandbrook. Martin in the fray of things as Singer trying to clear. Cannot do so is Schaefer. Now another penalty coming up. It'll be against the Otters as Erie touches up. I think it'll be to Jordan Sandbrook in front. Yes. He unleashed a cross check to Daniel Singer. And it's another power play for the IceDogs. Back-to-back for when Erie loses Jordan Sandbrook for the time being. Draw will be to the left of Timpano. As Niagara pokes it back for their point man Roberts. And a fresh power play unit as well. They got off towards the end, and the number one unit starts this one. Cornel gives out to Thomas. Roberts center point. Near side. One-timer. Maximoff. Stop made. A rebound onto the corner. Sent on far side for Akil Thomas. Maximovich will get there first and fly it the length of the ice. Changing killers for Erie. Taylor Radish and Ladnia, the pairing. As Roberts drags the center ice. On for Cornel to float in from the corner into the corner from the blue line. Or it's sent back near side point. Elijah Roberts is there. Right side Thomas. Elijah Roberts again center point. Wrist shot through some traffic. Deflected in front by Cornel, and Timpano makes the save, and Erie gets to the rebound. And throw it on down to the far side corner. 65 seconds left in the power play for Niagara. Their second of the evening and back-to-back here in this period. And a misfire on the pass allows Ryan Martin to blast it back down into Niagara territory from the blue line. Oliver Castleman. Reaching was Martin, poked it away, and that puck will come to Cade Robinson. And it's another clear for Erie with 43 seconds left. Sandbrook in the box. McCullough flying down right wing side. Steps across, offside. As he made the move inside and ran right into his own man, Daniel Singer. With 34 seconds left on the power play, Erie trying to kill off another one. Otters in Ottawa gave up 4 special teams goals, 3 power play goals, and a shorthanded goal. They look to correct here on their shortest trip of the season that they'll make 3 times, and that'll be to the Meridian Center. A little over 3 hours to get here. As McCullough trapped in his own end, providing chase Christian Gurney. And that wasted all of 10 seconds off the clock as the Otters. Timpano will out to play the dump in, and he sends it all the way down to the corner of the other side of the ice. There's Christian Gurney. In on the PK, and 3 seconds left. Almost has it killed off with Emmett Sproul darting towards the net. Almost connected on the pass. Out of the box to Sandbrook as Langdon takes it the other way. Stymied at the blue line. Good poke check from the Otters. And out goes Chad Yetman on the right wing side. Throw it towards the goal, looking for a rebound try. That's easily smothered by Stephen Dillon, who holds on with a minute 36 to go here, first period. No score between the Otters and the IceDogs, with the Erie PK looking pretty good. Pulling off back-to-back penalties to Christian Gurney and Jordan Sandberg. Erie wins this face-off. Timmerman's deflected in front of the shot. Gritz just sends it wide. Completely changed the angle, too. Bounces onto the far side corner. Gritz after it with Yetman. Yetman comes out with it in front for Sproul, and he couldn't finish it off. Nice setup coming out of the corner. The good work from Erie. It's put down the other way, though, as Niagara, after the fan on the shot attempt, pokes it down to the near side corner, Otters territory. Trying to throw it on in front was Johnson. Off the mark, but they hold in from the blue line, McPherson. Ryan Martin brought it on near side for his partner, Timmermans. 5 in goal to look. The final minute of play to go in the first period. Still scoreless. And Yetman on right wing side. Nice move around Shankar. Leaves the puck down to the corner. McPherson ties him up. Sproul looking for it also. Dug out by Ben Jones, however. And off he goes with Castleman. Left onto the near side corner. Hedrick races on in. Puts the body onto Castleman. But Jones follows on up. 7th round pick of the Vegas Golden Knights. Out towards the point and just lost the handle. Ran into Maximovich. That'll force him to reset. He can get onside in the final half minute. Jones tried to jump around Maximovich. Ends up icing the puck. And then lands on his wallet for that attempt. And Erie will have an offensive zone draw coming up. Kyle Maximovich has been serving as the face-off man when the Otters end up on his backhand side, but he won't take this draw with the draw to the right of Stephen Dillon. It's pulled back by Akil Thomas. The win against Ivan Ladnia. Johnny Corneal lofted on from center. This could be another icing call, but Timpano forced to play it because of the speed of Kirill Maximov. Here's Maximovich, though, the steal. 10 seconds left. Erie, one last rush into the zone. Here's Hedrick now, moving on in with the backhand try for Ladnia. He was hooked up. Nothing called. Matt Radish will throw it towards the net. That bounced off of the mask of Owen Hedrick. Right off that face shield. And some action and fireworks to end the game. Hedrick ends up on top of Stephen Dillon. They'll separate everybody as the buzzer sounds. Well, no score. One last rush for the Otters there towards the end. I'll be honest, I don't know. Referee was right there. He had the stick. Same position that you got the Elijah Roberts call for. A stick on Ivan Ladnia trying to receive the pass. It was weaved through his midsection and his hands, but nothing called. We'll end the first period scoreless. 2 power play chances for Niagara. They are 0 for 2 as both teams take to their locker rooms, and we'll have the UPMC intermission report up next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network right here on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
At Tim Hortons, we've got something new because we know change is exciting. Change is good. Change is delicious. Try our new hash brown sticks. Golden and crispy, they're perfect for dipping and sharing. Pair them with our new Western Omelet Breakfast Sandwich. Get both for just $3.49. Only at Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants for a limited time. Offer valid with biscuit, English muffin, and classic bagel breakfast sandwiches with protein, Western omelet, and cheese.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doctor.
Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com to learn more.
Interstate Mitsubishi is now selling the Outlander Sport for its lowest price ever, $16,988. That's almost $5,000 less than its original MSRP of $21,890. For just $16,988, you can own an Outlander Sport with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 7 airbags, and 18-inch alloy wheels. This is the best deal on a brand new CUV you'll find anywhere, and it's only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Price and prior to tax, title, and license fees. Where's the only place to get official Erie Otters merchandise? Well, that would be by visiting the Erie Otters store, of course. Part of the Erie Otters front office, located at 201 East 8th Street. Fans can browse the largest selection of certified official Erie Otters shirts, hats, sweatshirts, novelties, and more. While you're there, order your custom-made Otters jersey, now available in the new white version. Merchandise is also available 24/7 online at ErieOttersStore.com and can be purchased at the Erie Insurance Arena at pop-up shops during all Erie Otters home games. Show your Otters pride and wear what the team wears.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the UPMC Intermission Report. Aaron Cooney here, joined at this time by Erie Otters associate coach for the 2017-2018 season, PJ Adams. Look at the summer, because it was pretty interesting for you yourself between the change in coaching staff with Chris Knobloch moving on, and then the promotion to associate coach, but also you were with the U17 squads and preparing for that, the camp, and then the tournament upcoming here this season. What was that experience like in coaching a Team Canada team, and then will also perform in the tournament coming up?
Well, with Team Canada, it was a great experience going there. I was actually in Calgary on 2 occasions, once for a seminar, a coaching seminar with all the coaches that are helping out with Team Canada at all levels, the National Junior Team level, U18 level, the U17 level, and then for the U17 camp. And it was just to be around some of the presenters that they brought in for on-ice stuff and off-ice stuff was, you can't put into words the experience it was and the knowledge that you can gain from it.
Even in just the camp and a couple of squad games that you would have had, what did you learn from just taking a brand new group and trying to perform and get them ready for what's coming ahead when playing and representing Canada?
Well, just how fast we're trying to get them to bond with each other and become a team. For us, it really wasn't focusing on systems. It was just the attitude that we want to have as the type of team that we wanted to be. And fortunately with our team, we didn't have any issues or anything, and our guys are great. I can't speak enough about all the other coaches that were there as well, that helping out with our team and all our players that we had.
And to the other part of the off season was the change in coaching for the Erie Otters, when Chris Knobloch moving on as assistant with the Philadelphia Flyers, and then it comes Chris Hartsburg, and then you're promoted to associate coach. How is that's just like a team, you got new meshing, new blood into the coaching staff, but what's the mood like, and how has that changed at all in the relationship, adding in a new piece that wasn't there last year?
The mood is great. I think it's exciting. Obviously, Chris Hartsburg's excited. I think so is Wes and myself. I think just like anything, we're trying to gel and mesh and find out what each other's personalities are and how we can fit together to hopefully help our guys out to the best of our abilities. Yeah, there are some differences, absolutely, but hopefully they're all for the better.
And with this team, looking at it over the last couple of years, you've had a similar group, and what they've gone and performed in the stats and the hardware say it for themselves. But changing in the guard and on the blue line, you lose a guy like Darren Radish, TJ Fergus moving on as that away situation figured out. You lose Eric Chernak. But for your blue line back there, how have you seen them grow, and even some of the younger guys that you have stepping up and moving up that you've had a chance to work with, even Jack Duff in the past couple of years? And so how are they going to grow themselves and work out with the numbers that you have now back there?
I think we really like our D-Corps. There is some youth back there now compared to when you lose the 3 guys that we talked about. TJ Fergus, who we moved on, but who was an OA. Darren Radish, who had a phenomenal Erie Otter career. The 2 years that Eric Chernak was here, I thought he was probably underrated in terms of what he brought to the table for us outside of our organization. But I think, Jordan Samwick expect him obviously to keep improving. Mitchell Byrne, I think, would be in a role now as more of a shutdown type of guy, and he'll assume a lot of that responsibility. You look at Jack Duff, who was with us, and him and Aiden Timmons were with us during our run in the playoffs there. They practiced with us and stayed with us, so hopefully some of that experience rubbed off on them. So they're really not new in terms of how we do things as an organization. They're just new in terms of getting their feet wet on the ice. And then some of our other younger guys too. And Josh Raymond, we expect big things, to come out of him. And Ryan Martin, who's had a great start to the season so far.
And keeping it with that, with those guys that were around and maybe not played as many, as you mentioned, Aiden Timmermans and Jack Duff, just to have that familiarity with the team and the group, how important is that when you go to, okay, I get how it works, this attitude-wise, but now I got to put it onto the ice. Does it make the transition maybe a little bit easier for them?
I think so too, and I think with with Jack and Duff being here for that time, they kind of know me. I know what their personalities are a little bit. Curtis Henny came up at Christmas time and practiced with us, so there's a little bit of familiarity. There's nobody that's just brand new in terms of they haven't spoken with me or worked with me on the ice or off the ice. So I think that's a great way to introduce things here this season. It's really just them getting accustomed to the level of play and the league and learning how to deal with being an OHL player.
With this group, a lot of people thought here comes a downswing after a championship year last season. But it seems like this team, and they're pretty confident they can go out and surprise people. What do you expect from your group? And I know we're just a small sample size, 3 games in, long hockey season to go, but what do you expect out of this group and this team moving forward?
I expect our group to always compete hard, to do the right things. We never really talked about wins and losses, how many wins we need in the season, even the past couple of years when we've gotten 50 wins plus. Just go out and play. All we can worry about is the game at hand, the day of when we're doing things, and see what happens and where it falls. And if we give an honest effort and a good effort, hopefully we come up with a W.
Thanks, BJ, and good luck tonight here in Niagara.
My pleasure, Aaron.
That's BJ Adams of the Erie Otters, associate coach with the Erie Otters. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times-News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
The best-selling SUV or CUV in America? The all-wheel drive Nissan Rogue. Only $279 a month with 0 down. It has comfort with zero gravity seating. It has safety with a unique safety shield. And now it has competition, the brand new Rogue Sport. The new Rogue Sport, it's only $20,990 right now at Interstate Nissan, 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Route 19.
Lease is 12,000 miles per year. Payment is plus tax, title, and license with first payment due at signing. There are 2 or more Rogue Sports at this price. Number HW106071. The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You ought to be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doctor.
Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com to learn more.
Listen to this. Do you hear that? That's the sound of all the people clicking on your website right now. That's right, crickets. Get a website worth clicking about. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987 and turn silence into this.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Meridian Center. First intermission it's the UPMC intermission report, and we'll get right into recapping it for you. Not much going on. 8-5 shots on goal between the Erie Otters and the Niagara IceDogs. The IceDogs with the lead there, but they also have 2 power plays to work with, which the Otters successfully killed off both of them. Scoreless after 1 between Erie and the IceDogs. Otters PK 2 for 2. That's probably the stat to look at as we enter our 3rd of 4 games for the Otters with a scoreless first period. Last season, you rarely had that. This year, out of the gate, we're starting with a few scoreless first periods, including another one here tonight in Niagara. We will go around the OHL. Busy Friday night in the league. 7 other games going on, and it's our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You ought to be staying with the best. In those 7 other games, a scoreless first period in Mississauga between the Steelheads and the Hamilton Bulldogs. The North Bay Battalion with a 1-0 lead on the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds after 1. Saginaw Spirit with a 2-0 lead over the Ottawa 67s. That's after 1 period of play. Sudbury Wolves and the Barrie Colts, they're scoreless after 1 frame. Guelph Storm with a 2-1 lead over the Oshawa Generals. They're halfway through the first period. Kitchener Rangers, who the Otters will see tomorrow night at the Erie Insurance Arena for their home opener. The Kitchener Rangers, though, taking on the Owen Sound Attack. They're scoreless 9 minutes into the first period. And then over in London, it's the London Knights and the Kingston Frontenacs, scoreless midway through the first period. And for the London Knights, we kind of teased it earlier on, but a big-time news for the London Knights as it was decided over in Anaheim that the Anaheim Ducks would send Max Jones back to the London Knights for another year of junior hockey. The big power forward back in junior and hothead, if you will. So it should be interesting moving forward. But we got to take a break. Second period is around the corner. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. That means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585.
The Nissan Altima. It's now 30% off its manufacturer's suggested retail price. This stylish car is a 2017 Top Safety Pick Plus, and it gets up to 39 miles per gallon. And it's 30% off its MSRP. Another amazing price is on the Nissan Versa. It's selling at its lowest price ever, only $11,990. Come see the Altima and Versa at Interstate Nissan, 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Route 19.
There's 2 or more at each price. Altima HN 307-132, Versa HL 866-268.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes,
Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com to learn more.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. That means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585. The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Meridian Center. Aaron Cooney with you. Just getting to action in this first matchup between the two teams. And as they drop the puck, it was right off the face-off. Mitch Byrne took a stick up high underneath the visor. And the Otters are going right to the power play to begin this second frame. Well, we are scoreless after one period. Erie had to kill off 2 penalties to the IceDogs, and now they get rewarded with one of their own. And they win the draw back. Hedrick, and another call coming out. Timpano comes off the ice as another stick came up high, and I think that one caught Taylor Radish. So 5 seconds off of that clock, and Erie has a 5-on-3 power play for 1 minute and 55 seconds. Johnny Corneal and Kyle Langdon off the ice for the IceDogs. And the Otters power play gets to go to work with a lengthy 2-man advantage. Here we go. Podubny, Hedrick, Lodnia, Taylor Radish, Kyle Maximovich. But they got a start from their own end. And Troy Timpano shuffles it on for Owen Hedrick. He'll come charging out towards center ice. Drop pass to Maximovich. He'll skate across the blue line, stops the point. Erie sets up shop. Taylor Radish, left wing side. Doesn't shoot, defers to Hedrick. Now right circle, Maximovich. Looking up high, Hedrick. He'll let it go. It's a shoulder stop. Dylan, rebound. Off the glove of Taylor Radish. Receives. Reset. Here's Taylor Radish now with a one-timer. Blasts it off the iron outside of the post. And this one, is it sent into the crowd or the Otters bench? It was the Otters bench. It was whistled by Liam Ham, but he almost sent another one to the penalty box. They'll say it was deflected. That is why. Even though it did end up into the crowd, it was off of one of the Otters' sticks, and that's the reasoning. They face off in the neutral zone. Still 1 minute 20 to work with on the 5-on-3 when Johnny Corneal will be released. And Erie goes forward with the face-off. Here's Garrett Podubny. Hands off to Taylor Radish on the near side with a pass. Poked away. It flipped up on Taylor Radish. He couldn't retrieve it all the way and cleanly. And it's sent down the ice by Ben Jones. Erie retrieves. And Maximovich will carry the mail across center red. And just slowly just drifts on to the right wing side boards. Erie cross it. Taylor Radish left wing circle. Lodniak at the goal line. Backs up. Taylor Radish top of the circle. Doesn't shoot. It's Owen Hedrick, the right-hander. Down low. It's Maximovich. Comes up high and hands off Hedrick. One-timer deflected by Podubny. And it popped up out of play. Went off the shaft of the stick of Garrett Podubny and into the netting up behind Stephen Tillin. 43 seconds left with the 5-on-3 power play. And the draw will be to the left of Stephen Dillon. Ivan Lodnia on the draw. Just bounce around. Lodnia got this one back. Owen Hedrick sets up at the point. Taylor Radish, right back center point. Umbrella kind of formation. Taylor Radish, Maximovich at the circle. Hedrick now, center point. Taylor Radish, one-timer off the side of the net. Over to the near side wall, the puck trickles, and Taylor Radish is there. Holds from the left wing circle, walks in, drops it off to Lodnia at the goal line. He fumbled the puck for a second, got it back, centers it all the way through the goal mouth, off the corner boards, and Hedrick will keep it in from the blue line after that odd bounce. Maximovich now. Behind the net, Lodnia. Left circle, Taylor Radish. Down low on the goal line, back in front for Lodnia, and he couldn't get the stick on it with 5 seconds left. You're looking for the perfect pass right now. Taylor Radish holds in, down to the circle, fires it. Save made, Dylan, rebound, Podubny shoved around, but can't get it through the goaltender as the first penalty expires. Well, the Otters, they were moving the puck around, but really didn't get anything towards the goal. On those cross-ice passes, they got through the box. And now left with just 4 seconds on the final penalty, where this face-off is pulled back by Niagara. They sweep around the near side. Wayman holds in, sends it towards the goal off a stick wide and out of the box. To even things up, Lahid. They kill off a 5-on-3 and a lengthy one at that. The IceDogs here in the second frame to start it. 17:15 to go. We are still scoreless, looking for the game's first goal as Cade Robinson deflects the puck into the offensive zone, but is behind the red line, and we have an icing call and a draw coming back towards the Otters zone. Got to give them credit. They hit the side of the net twice. Taylor Radish hit the post once, but other than that, they tried to get some movement in tight along the goal line, but just have not been able to connect on that first power play try. Five on five. We're back to even strength. And the draws to the left of the Otters, Timpano. Bounce around. Face off one for Niagara. Castleman. Leave it onto the near side wall. Elijah Roberts backed up as the Otters floated forward, looking for Cade Robinson. Peels off. Edwardson goes to the net. They throw it towards the goal. Dillon able to hold on. It bounced around the equipment as Edwardson made his way to the net. But Stephen Dillon able to recover and find that biscuit and lodge it just underneath them to gain the whistle. The draw will be to the right of number 30 in red. 6'4", 188 pounds. Great size for their goaltender. As they continue to get bigger and bigger, it seems like. They clear out the center, but Erie takes over. Gritz rubbed out of the play, but Chad Yetman finds the puck at it from his own bench. Poke check from him, but Yetman got it right back. And that time a second crack for a recovering Elijah Roberts. Knifes the puck away and moves on forward. And as they come towards the Otters line, ahead of the play was Andre McCullough for the whistle and an offside play. 16.5 to go. And the draw will be in front of the Niagara bench. Chad Yetman. He's shown some shiftiness here tonight and also a little feistiness. He's won a couple corner battles as well and almost nearly set up Emmett Sproul for his first. A clean face-off win here by Akil Thomas will send the puck back to his own end as the IceDogs try to clear and skate with possession if they can. They launch the puck high and onto the near side wall as Maximov deflects it behind the Otters net. There's Owen Hedrick, gives the burn. And Kirill Maximov, a former second-round pick of the Saginaw Spirit, came over in a trade last year, chases. But the Otters find Maximovic and try to spring him loose. Taylor Radish, right wing side, moving in. A wrister right to the IceDogs logo. And Stephen Dillon holds on for the stoppage. 4:03 off the clock here in the second period. Still scoreless from the Meridian Center. Face off to the left of Niagara's Stephen Dillon. Podumnian picked up his first goal Sunday night. First of the season, a power play tally. Erie has scored a power play goal in each of their first 3 games. So try to keep that streak alive. Failing on their first attempts here from the Meridian Center in St. Catharines. Here come the Otters. After the clear from center, 2 IceDogs ran into each other and allows Christian Gurney a little bit of room. Trying to drag on the backhand to himself and pulls it in behind the net. A little backhand pass to Golod, who's heading to the front of the net, but was off the mark. Skate out the center by Brady Johnson of Niagara. Lifted on in by 72 in red, Johnson. And here's Aiden Timmermans of the Otters. Shuffled on to Ryan Martin. Martin quietly has had a good start to the season. We'll talk about him a little bit later on as Garrett Podubny trying to drag his way into the middle of the ice. He's shoved off the puck, runs in and takes Max Gola out of the play with him. As it's brought to center by Jonathan Schaefer. Nice move around Martin, and the wrister from long range held on to by Timpano. He shows he can make the long range stops as well. Ryan Martin, only in last season, appeared in 34 games, and as the Otters kind of beefed up the lineup, he was kind of dropped to video replay duty for the Otters and their coaching staff. But here in the first 3 games, a +3 to start, an assist as well. Has had quite a few defensive plays that come to mind, just simple routine things, keeping pucks in, stick along the ice and denying the blue line. He's done well so far for the Otters and picking up a bigger role as Josh Wayman deflects a puck into his own corner, looking to get after it as they throw it out towards the front of the goal. Tomasino just sends it off the side of the cage. Edwardson gets to the puck, flips it up high, and it's Elijah Roberts getting out to center, but the Otters pick it up at their own line. Stolen away by Tomasino. But they're offside with Oliver Castleman coming from the change and the bench offside to play. .24 left in this scoreless second period. And the Otters put their fourth line on with Sproul, Yetman, and Alex Gritz. Sproul finds the puck at his own circle inside Erie territory, and off they come. Back into the zone. Yetman wants to chase. Dillon will move it. Slides it onto the corner. Poked there by Alex Gritz. Overskating was Yetman, but Gritz comes charging forward, and because of that play, kept the feet moving down along the wall. He draws a penalty. Solid work from the fourth line on. You keep the skates a-moving. Otters did just that with Alex Gritz making his way back behind the net, and a hooking call made on the play. Zach Shankar comes off. And Erie back to the power play. They've had 3 straight. Ladnia against Johnson. Face off with Ladnia. Here's Hedrick to Taylor Radish, left wing circle. Center point, Hedrick. Hands back off to Taylor Radish, left wing side. Center point, Hedrick doesn't shoot. Fake the half slapper, gives off to Ivan Ladnia on the right wing side. Hedrick winds up, gun cocked with the blast, and it's blocked by Johnson. Ladnia picks it up off the wall. Sends it down low for Garrett Podubny. Back up high, saucer to Hedrick. Holds in from the blue line. Skates left, drags and looks. Looking for Ladnia. He'll pick it up off the wall and slide it all the way around the horn, looking for Garrett Podubny. Further to Taylor Radish on the near side. And back up high. Here's Owen Hedrick. Angled down towards the near side corner. Taylor Radish stepped into it. A couple of IceDogs there, and they send it behind their own net. Lahid knuckling it on the near side wall. Out towards the point, held in by Hedrick, and he moves on right side. Gives the Ladnia. Here he's still holding in power play for another minute 10. Hedrick in the offensive zone. Taylor Radish, the one-timer from the circle. It's stopped by Dillon. Maximovich to the rebound. Looking to free up some space. He gives out to Taylor Radish now at the blue line. To Hedrick. Looks right. Gives that way. It's Ladnia at the circle. Down low, Podubny. Twirling move. Trying to bring it to the front of the net. Knocked off his skates. Puck is loose towards the corner. Ladnia swoops in. He's got possession up to the right half wall. On for Maximovich at the face-off dot. They trade places. Swirl around. Give to Hedrick at the blue line. Still waiting. Now Maximovich, a one-timer along the ice. Stave made a rebound. Thrown to the front by Podubny. No one home for Erie. And it allows Niagara to scoot it forward. But the Otters, fast break. Offside, though, as Timpano sprung loose Taylor Radish, but Erie was changing inside the zone, which draws the whistle, or else it would have been a full-on breakaway for Taylor Radish. That's sometimes the long change helps you, and sometimes it doesn't when you get stuck trying to head off into from the offensive zone. As Troy Timpano, who was voted in the finalists for best puck handling goaltender, just off, almost sprung loose and had an assist on that try. 20 seconds left on the power play as the Otters dump in. It's quickly cleared the other way by Liam Hamm. That was last year, Troy Timpano in the coaches poll for the Western Conference. Third best puck handling goaltender. Max Golod sends it in. He got crunched onto the near side boards, but able to move the puck, though. Sandbrook in the final seconds of the power play. Centers in front, and out of the box is Shankar. As the pass off the mark, and it breaks out with a 3-on-2 the other way. Ben Jones trying to float it on front for Shankar, who goes twisting into the end boards, knocks the net off. The pass was off the mark. And we have a penalty coming to the Honors. Carson Edwardson for running Shankar out of the play. And he was coming with speed towards the net, too. Shoved off the play, went helicoptering into the end boards. But all right, he gets up on his own power, makes his way off. But now Niagara gets their chance with the power play. PK unit on for Erie. They killed back-to-back towards the end of the first. They'll have to start without the puck. Thomas with it. His shot blocked by Sandbrook. Regathered. And now Roberts. Thomas, right side circle. Gives down low. Johnny Corneal spins out of the near side corner and gives to Akil Thomas, holding from the half wall. Cross ice pass. Reaching Fellows. Got a piece of it. But they're able to recover as Maximoff sends it high to the air. They won't recover enough as that puck goes out of play behind Timpano. And they face off in the neutral zone. There's a veteran presence, Patrick Fellows. He's been playing on the PK for the Erie Otters since coming into the league in the 2014-2015 season. And he's got the wingspan at 6'3". Reaches and sends it out of play. Results in the out of play and a neutral zone draw. So the IceDogs take possession from their own end with Ben Jones handing off to Akil Thomas. Skate across center ice and looking from the left wing side. Gets around Owen Hedrick and holds from the circle. Now it's a shot go from the faceoff dot where Timpano gathers in. That's a sneaky, quick release from Akil Thomas as he got around the one defender. Looked like he was going to pass, and he kind of pulled the puck just into his body, unleashed the wrister. Timpano right there. No cheating from the overage goaltender with a man on the back door. Jones wins his faceoff for Niagara. Roberts sets it up from the center point. Gives to Thomas right side. 70 seconds on the man advantage. His shot off a stick wide. And settled down for Maximoff. Roberts at the blue line, who holds center point. Maximoff, left wing side. Throw it in front. Jones gives right back to Maximoff. Didn't know it was coming, but Erie can't clear. Here's Roberts. Turns it over to Mitch Byrne. And he'll make sure this one bounces on down behind Dillon. Stephen Dillon for Niagara. Little dish on, but they steal the puck away. Taylor Radish in on the forecheck after Thomas behind the net. Also Ivan Lodnia watching. Thomas heads back behind the goal, and Taylor Radish makes his way off. And a good bit of penalty killing. That killed off about 15 seconds as Niagara recovers. In the box is Edwardson. 30 seconds left on that power play as they look out to center ice. Looking for the home run pass. Off the mark as Timpano shuffles it forward, but not out. Held at the blue line. Schaefer's dry. Off a stick just wide. Phillip now from the blue line. Near side with 15 seconds on the kill. Watched by Robertson as he comes to the corner. Sandbrook with a shove on him. Down to the ice he goes, and a penalty coming up as the Otters pick it up. And a later call as down to the ice went Schaefer. Checking to the head will be called. And I'm kind of with Jordan Sandbrook as he turned around. I'm showing the replay here. All he did was turn around and get in position. And Matthew Phillip at 5'11", a little shorter than the 6'2" Jordan Sandbrook, skated right into the elbow of Jordan Sandbrook. Sandbrook didn't even know where he was at. He was twirling, watching the puck, and as he sat right into him, it wasn't even a check. But regardless, the Otters on the penalty kill here is Edwardson steps out. It's 5-on-4. The 5-on-3 expires as Fellows leaves the puck into the far corner. It gives it on forward. Maximoff, poke check, and Singer has the puck. He's shoved by Fellows and stripped on down to the corner. Owen Hedrick out of the corner will bounce it up the wall. And the Otters, they got men. If they move forward, jumping up on the play is Mitch Byrne. 3-on-2, short-handed. Byrne dragging, looking to the back end, brings it towards the front. The Otters run the goaltender, and it's taken away by Niagara. They float it out to center. Erie plays it to Timpano, and he'll send it out towards center ice and down where Roberts has it now at the left circle of his own end. Oh, Mitch Byrne trying to put on the Ritz, and then center in front. But the Otters just ran out of real estate by the time that pass came across as Max Sivovich steals. Looking for Taylor Radish, but it's picked up by Thomas, and he busts into the Otters zone left wing side. Jones coming in. Can't get the pass across. And now Jones throws his hands up in the air like he got hit 30 seconds after a stick came up barely near him. Play the game, dude. Roberts gives off to Thomas. They're still on the power play for 40 seconds. Roberts, left side, Maxoff. One-timer, stopped Timpano. A rebound onto the far half wall. As Radish steps into man, they give towards the front. Timpano trying to knife it away, reels it in and pokes it on near side. Some good stick work from Troy Timpano. They hold in, however. Roberts at the blue line. Gives left side. One-time shot. Deflected in front by Corneal, but off the mark. This one bounces behind the net. Jones after. Watching was Wayman. 15 seconds on the power play. Roberts, center point. Niagara still working with the man advantage. Now Thomas throw it towards the front and went off a stick of one of the Otters high. Roberts to Thomas near side. 5 seconds left in the kill. Erie lost a man. Look out, they give in front, and Jones sends it high over the net. Corneal again centers, and the net is off its moorings as the whistle will sound. Out of the box comes Sandbrook. 8:01 to play in the second period. Well, we still have yet to find our first goal. Otters fans, keep your clothes in top shape with Chido's Dry Cleaners. Complete with an easy, accessible drive-through and free pickup and drop-off. Chido's Cleaners is second to none. That's Chido's Dry Cleaners, the official dry cleaning service provider of the Erie Otters. I can't say I'm surprised by the flamboyance, I guess you can say, of some of the plays coming from the team in red. As since I've joined the Otters, it's kind of all you really see. Some of the guys that have come through here. Anthony DeFruscia comes to mind. But they're fond of making sure the referees see what happens on the ice, even if it doesn't happen. I just showed the replay of while that net came off its moorings. And that's the feisty veteran move of Troy Timpano. Feels a little bit of a bump in front. And the net gets knocked off as he tries to regain his position. You'll learn that in 5 years in the OHL. Erie out of the face-off circle from their own end. Owen Hedrick settles things down, a bouncing, rolling puck, and holds behind his own goal. Looks right, gives to Garrett Podubny. He'll make his way out to center ice and throw it on in off his glove and chipped back out to center by McPherson. No icing on the plate. Timpano will settle it down for Mitch Byrne. Very active, Troy Timpano, as we have seen from him. All last season, it was a bit of a change for the Erie Otters as a guy that likes to get out there and move the puck. As Erie loses it at center ice. Too much fancy stuff from Garrett Podubny. As they bring it back the other way, man in front, Bruder. They can't get it to him. They pick it up on the far boards. Johnson. Hit by Gurney. Put to the wall. Johnson spins away from it. And the stick out of the hands for Gurney as the puck rolls down towards the far corner. Hedrick is there for Erie. Poked by Golod, but it's back behind the Otters goal, and Mitch Byrne trying to track it down. They'll knife it up the wall. Gurney overskates. Podubny follows up. As he reaches, can't get it, and he falls down along the ice following up. Gurney will make sure it gets down deep, but a rough shift there for the Otters. Under 7 to play. We are scoreless in the second period. Erie Otters, Niagara IceDogs first matchup this season. Sent down near side, Johnny Corneal. Takes it over the far side, trying to set up the one-timer. Great read from Mitch Byrne to deny Maximoff that try. As Edwardson on the back end just tucks it out to center ice. It's a great reach from Mitch Byrne, but they've been trapped in here for quite a bit. They're going to get this deep pairing off. Erie has to get the puck in deep from center. They won't be able to do so this time, but we'll get a change in the defensive pairings as Erie got crossed up along the near side wall. Patrick Fellows and Cade Robinson, and then Patrick Fellows took an awkward tumble on the play that resulted in an offside call. He was slow to get up. The good news for the Otters is they finally got that D pairing off. And the switch, Wayman and Sandbrook step on for Hedrick and Mitch Byrne. After they were hemmed in for quite a bit. We get back to action. Cade Robinson trying to dig it off the near side wall and twirl with it. And it's taken right off his tape, and the Otters back on towards center. Sandbrook leaves it right at center red at the faceoff dot and get it right back to him on a poke check from Ben Jones. And Sandbrook on down to the offensive end behind the net, trying to give out in front. And it's poked away and swept onto the far side boards by Stephen Dillon. Give it on near sidewall. Lahid around Fellows, but the Otters pick it right back up. And they force it on for Cade Robinson, moving on in with a wrist shot off of the glove of Stephen Dillon and out of play. Cade Robinson still looking for that first one. You can tell. The shot has been there, and he's had some great opportunities, even going to the last year. But a great release. That one he wired towards the goal, but and boy, they just showed the replay up here too. He just got that glove up in time and just caught the cuff of it and kicked up out of play. Emmett Sproul trying to chase the puck down to the near side corner after the face-off, one into their own end by Niagara. Mitch Byrne steps up as he deflects the puck. Offside is the call on the march coming towards Erie territory. And we'll drop the puck just outside the Erie blue line. This line has serviced Chris Hartsburg well. Gritz, Sproul, and Chad Yetman out here. Drew a penalty earlier in the frame, but they got to get out of their own end now. Phillip. His pass deflected by Alex Gritz in the Otters. Move now towards center, looking for Emmett Sproul. And just lost the edge coming towards the left wing side. And trying to back down Elijah Roberts as McCullough tries the other way. A long-range wrister just entering the blue line. That's held on to by Timpano. He will take a walk after the stop. The draw is coming to the Otters goaltender's right. And Ladnia and company on. This has been the only line that's stayed together for Chris Hartsburg. A shot from the point on the face-off win by Niagara just trickled wide through some legs. Cornell has it on the near side. Fires one that high off the end glass, bounces out towards the blue line. Erie turns around Liam Ham, but they couldn't get it out. It's Thomas now out of the corner. Poke check by Ladnia. Puck loose behind the net. Ladnia's got to move it. He's shoved. A hard check from Johnny Cornell as the Otters floated out to center. And Ham takes over. Throws it towards the Otters line. Glove down by Sambra. Off for Maximich. Poke check by Maximoff. Looking and twirling. Fire save made. Rebound. Tim Pano comes up with that one too. Oh, Kirill Maximoff, after he pokes it away from Kyle Maximovich inside Erie territory. From the right wing circle, looked like he was going to drop it off to Akil Thomas, but twirls into the middle and lets a shot go. He had Timpano moving, but Timpano kicks out the left pad, makes the stop. As Niagara's really been putting on the pressure here since they got that power play. McPherson at the point. Left side, Shankar. Shot sails wide. Castleman now into the circle. Ben Jones flick it towards the net. That one sails off the mark as well. Shankar reaching and the pinch in, as is Ryan Martin along the far half wall. It comes down to the corner. Castleman trying to give to the front. That's blocked by Ryan Martin to the Otters. He looks to give behind the net to the near side. Off the skate of Golod and trickles out towards center. McPherson will skate back and corral things from his own end. No score, 4:03 to go. Look out, that puck deflected off the stick and into the Otters bench. Andrew Kupneski, Otters trainer, head athletic trainer. Quick to move out of the way as that one came steaming by. With 4 minutes left in this second period, no score. Erie probably had the best opportunity. That was in the early seconds. Given a 5-on-3 power play for 1:55 that they couldn't find any rewards for. Sent into the honor zone from center. Tie up along the far half wall. Robinson Trying to knife it loose. Hedrick is there also for Erie as it sprung onto the near side wall, and there's Elijah Roberts, stepped into by Patrick Fellows, and Erie intercepts a pass, moves forward. Patrick Fellows trying to squeeze between two defenders, just not enough room, but he drops the puck off, and the wrist shot try from Edwardson. It was blocked. Edwardson turns and fires another one just off the mark. Catches the glass and settles behind the net. Robertson there. Sprung forward onto the right wing, and out of the zone goes Singer. He's going to collect his own attempted pass and puts it in on the backhand. That's one that Troy Timpano want to have back, but Daniel Singer with his first of the season, and it's 1-0 Niagara. Oh, Singer went to pass the puck as he had Matthew Phillip driving the cage. Erie defends that pass, and everybody followed Matthew Phillip towards the net. The puck just sat between the circles where Singer got there first and just let a little flick go that slid past Timpano. And Niagara takes the 1-0 lead.
IceDogs' first goal, his first of the season, scored by number 16, Daniel Singer.
The Otters got caught watching the play rather than participating.
Singer from Phillip and McCullough, time of goal 16:45.
As the Otters now going to play catch-up. 1-0 Niagara. The first goal coming to Daniel Singer. Samrook with the puck, gives to Wainman. Left side, ramped in by Maximovich. And it settles behind the net. Ham will get there first. Taylor Radish watching. Maximovich puts Lougheed into the boards. The puck still loose back behind the Niagara net. Played on the far side wall. Pinching in, Jordan Samrook. He'll hold in, and now gives on to Maximovich. Puck bouncing on the backhand, trying to kick it to himself. Tied up by Lougheed, and then put towards the wall. Thomas follows up, pushing and shoving. A jostling battle between Lougheed and Maximovich as Niagara clears the center. Sambrook picks off a pass, and he'll give off to Maximovich. Erie back into the zone. Drop pass. Taylor Radish back for Maximovich in the slot, looking for Lodnia. They recover, and Lougheed knocks it into the deflected play to the near wall. Wayman will hold in from the blue line. They find Maximovich. Lets it go. He scores. Treat yourself. Kyle Maximovich goes under the bar and down, and Erie ties it up in 1. Well, Niagara, I think, believed that puck may have came out of the zone on the nice keep-in by Josh Wayman. As Wayman holds that line, and an aggressive play from the defensive side keeps it in right onto the blade of Ivan Lodnia along the goal line at the bottom left wing circle, and all in one motion settles it and passes it right in front to Kyle Maximovich, and Erie ties it up. Here's Yetman for Sproul. Back for Gritz. Erie in the zone for Sproul, and he can't get a stick on it as it drops over to the far side wall. A counter-attack now as Ben Jones taking it the other way and sails it just past everybody. Gritz out to center. They'll send it in from the red line. And the near side corner. Inside Niagara territory, bounced onto the far side wall. Shankar will lift this one out to center ice, and Yetman knocks it out of midair, slides it back in on Dillon with 90 seconds to play in the second period. Goals just minutes apart, and we find ourselves tied up at 1. Gurney after it into the far side corner, offensive stuff in front, but Dubny can't finish it off. It's kicked away by Dillon. Cleared down towards Erie territory, and the rolling puck will spin on its edge. On for Owen Hedrick to settle down. A fine goal line. Out left wing side. Has Hedrick to his right. Gives that way. Hedrick with a head of steam. Gets around Shankar. Now Golod follows up. Skips around one man. In behind the net. Golod stops up. Trying to give to the front. And that pass off his stick. And it'll bounce out to center. Nobody know where it was on the attempt. But some shiftiness from Max Golod. Loose out at center as Erie clears. Garrett Podubny. Poked away from him. Gurney got it into the zone. Shankar takes over in the final 40 seconds. Jordan Samrook to Max Golod. Spun around in front of the Otters bench. Gives to Garrett Podubny. Erie backs up, gives ground, and Gurney will get in left wing side. Erie changing behind the play. towards the end of this second period. All tied up at 1 with 30 seconds to go. Poke check as the Otters trying to keep it in offensively. Jordan Sambrook activates, and Gurney finds it again, but it's knocked away from him, and here comes McAuliffe getting back as Sambrook on the back check. Gurney will fire it in from center red. They'll head off on the change with 10 seconds to go. Niagara has it. As Schaefer spins away from Maximovich, who puts him into the wall, and Erie, 4 seconds left. They have the puck. Taylor Raddish sweep it towards the net. Caught by Dillon. With one last-ditch effort, with 1.1 seconds on the clock. We'll have at least one more face-off. It's Maximovich from Lodnia and Josh Wainman. As Wainman picks up his second assist here of the night. Maximovich, his second goal on the campaign. Erie trying to shoot the puck right off the draw. It's blocked by Jones. And the horn sounds. Taylor Raddish comes over and needs a little bump into Jonathan Schaefer as the period ends. And now Maximovich and Ben Jones going at it here pretty hard. And a fireman's carry on Maximovich as Jones ends up on top of him. This all right in front of the Erie tunnel in the far side corner. Maximovich still with Jones on top of him. And now we'll start pulling bodies out of the pileup. They open the door and Erie can make their way down the runway towards the locker room in a tied hockey game. Daniel Singer opened things up at 16:45 of the second period. The Otters, well, they answer back. Kyle Maximovich, with his second of the season, puts it just under the bar, and Erie ties things up at 1. We're going to catch up with Dave Brown when we come back. Erie Otters general manager. Some changes to the hockey operations side. We'll hear about those here right after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You oughter be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
$99.88 or $149 a month on a brand new Mirage or G4? Take your pick. Come see the sporty Mitsubishi Mirage or the sleek G4 sedan. Both get up to 40 miles per gallon and both come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Own one today for only $99.88 or $149 a month. Only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Prices prior to tax, title, and license fees will require financing through dealer or indirect lending service.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times-News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
As more and more companies offer their employees a choice of health plans, more and more people are deciding UPMC Health Plan is the best choice. With affordable in-network access to UPMC and other doctors and hospitals in your community, plus award-winning customer service, it's no wonder UPMC Health Plan is the fastest-growing health plan in the region. So when your employer gives you a choice this year, make the choice more and more people are making. Choose the best. Choose UPMC Health Plan.
Hey, Jane, check it out. 2 brand new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, you just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
And with 9s in a line, you could win Progressive top prizes instantly.
Instantly? That's fast.
Not faster than me drinking this frozen slush.
You okay?
Ouch. Headache.
Oh.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the UPMC Intermission Report. Aaron Cooney here, joined by Dave Brown, Erie Otters General Manager. And Dave, for not just for the hockey team and the players on the ice, changes personnel-wise for you and your group, but announced back before training camp. But with Scott Halpenny moving on, scout with the Buffalo Sabres now, changes on your side as well. But for Scott Halpenny, a guy that you worked with for so many years, what was it like to see him, as a junior league, advance on to bigger things and to be with an NHL club?
You know what? I'm happy for Scott. Scott and I are friends, and I thought it was a good move. It was actually, I was flattered that that Buffalo would call for one of our guys, and I think he's a great eye for talent. He's super organized and brings so much more than just evaluation of players. So great for our organization, great for Scott Halpenny.
And then the moves that go to fill that role, you just hire from within, and Mark Nelson, Mike Bata, and Devin Brown, with their advancement, what did you see from those three guys and what they've brought the last couple of years, and the way you've kind of divided up, I guess, some of the work that Scott had done over the last few years? Yeah,
you know what? I took a look at what we had before us and where we wanted to improve, Scott and I, moving forward, and we took all those things into consideration. I think, like I said, for the coaching staff to have some continuity was important, and I think that was the same in our scouting staff. We have a unique way of doing things, and we want to continue to do things that way, and that's why I felt it was important to hire those guys within. Not to mention that their loyalty through the course of time here has been outstanding, and I think that's how we reward these guys for opportunities and that before them. So I think overall it's a huge job, and I think it was more important with my expectations rising that we divided up to make the job a little more easy.
And with that being said, I look at the list of hockey operations staff that put together for the program, for the website, and the way it's just evolved since my first couple of years. It seemed like there's that group, and then the way you've taken over and adding that, and even with Ryan Berard and the player evaluation, is this getting to where you envisioned a team and the team you wanted on the ice, and also the hockey operations side, how the team treats its players and prospects?
No question. I think we talk about every prospect being important, whether it be a 15th rounder or whether that be a free agent or a first round pick. And I think part of having guys like Ryan Berard and Jason Barron, who just joined us to assist in Ryan's position, our structure is very similar to what would be found at the next level, at the NHL level, and I think that was kind of where we want to see it. We want to continue to evolve. We want to add more things in. Scott Greaves being the intern, doing more work with the assistant coach or the coaches with regard to video. I think these are all steps moving in the right direction. The more detail we can get, the more information we can gather, the more efficient we're going to be, and the better decisions hopefully we make.
Recruiting-wise, when parents or even players see this and how much dedication goes into it, has that become that set the Otters aside from maybe some of the other teams around the league? And when you look at it, it's like, hey, the Otters really treat their guys right, and this is a place that I want to be at.
Well, I hope that that's how the parents see it when they come in, and I also hope that when they get some of the feedback, whether that be through Ryan Berard or whether that be through the other scouts, who I know they wear their heart on their sleeve. I think that's something that when they see the detail and the attention they get from these guys, I think it shows that we're sincere about not only helping the guys that end up playing for the Otters, but the guys that maybe won't ever play for the Otters. Maybe they go to they play school hockey, or maybe they just never become hockey players. But I think regardless of where they are, we're looking to help every individual that we bring into this organization, and I think that's what we're hoping game sets us apart. I think, you get to see guys like Yetman and Golod and these guys, and although, I would have loved to have had 5 points last week, or 6 points to be honest, I think that, we have to be patient through this process and watch it. It's going to be fun and exciting, and hopefully, we start to see a little bit of the results of our structure this season.
And I know there's a lot of guys looking at the team now, and guys on the ice that have, that they've come up and even some late round picks, but also a good mix of some of these veterans that are back. But to have that for this young group coming up, and we know what sacrifice for a championship in the run last year, but things keep going in this process. But from what you have on the ice, do you believe the way a lot of people are starting to pick up from the Otters, that this is a team, even with the young talent, that it's a group that can surprise a lot of people going forward?
I think so. I think that the young guys that we have, I think one of the biggest hurdles we have is that they are young, and the expectation around sport in general is that young guys can't contribute. And I think the Chicago Cubs last year showed that, and they had 5 guys under 25 years or 24 years of age, and they won the World Series. So that's one of the biggest hurdles we have, is eliminating the issue of age and making sure that these guys are confident enough that they can do the job. So that's kind of where we're at with that situation. We're going to try and push our guys to not think that way, and to think that, regardless of how old you are or where you feel you are in the depth chart, we need contribution from everybody, because that's what's going to make us a unique and, elite organization.
You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doc.
Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com to learn more.
An Erie Otters game is the best way to bring everyone together. Gather your family and friends, or plan an office or work outing at the best entertainment value in Erie. Groups of 10 or more can enjoy discounted ticket prices with multiple seating options available. Ask one of our group sales associates today about a group outing, and even upgrade into our meeting room suites for the most stylish experience at the Erie Insurance Arena. Otters sales associates are standing by to take your call and plan your night out during regular office hours at 814-455-7779. The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You oughter be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. And that means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585. The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Meridian Center. Erie Otters and the Niagara IceDogs, just as we started. No one in the lead, but we had some goals to go through. 1-1 after 40 minutes. Here in the first matchup between the two clubs. And we'll get inside the UPMC intermission report, looking first at that first period. Not much action, but the Otters at the end of the first starting to build a little momentum. killing off 2 back-to-back penalties for the IceDogs. Although the Otters would be outshot 8-5 in that first frame, you get a little momentum towards the second, and you head in, and it starts with penalty trouble for Niagara right off the bat. They take the first one. William Lahid goes off, and then 5 seconds after they drop the puck, it was right on that ensuing face-off, Taylor Radish takes a stick up high, and Erie gets a 5-on-3 power play. But on that man advantage, Erie got 4 shots on goal during the sequence, but nothing to show for it. Taylor Radish caught the iron on a one-timer from left wing circle, and outside of that, Erie was mostly left for perimeter chances and shots onto the goaltender, Stephen Dillon. And they had some nice passing in front, but were just never able to connect. Some of those passes in through the slot area, but nothing's been able to connect just yet for Erie. We've seen that in the first couple games as well, just getting that timing down together as they have this has really been their trial run of the power play. Started with Peterborough when everybody came back. Then you had a week of practice here, so it's starting to get together and click with more and more reps. But later in that second period, after the Otters clear their zone, the puck is picked up by Niagara. They move it forward to Daniel Singer. Moves in down the right wing side. Try to feed a pass to Andre McCullough, who is moving and driving the cage. But the pass goes off the skate, of one of the Otters defenders. And as both Otters defenders turned and watched McCullough make his way towards the net, and they closed in on him, the puck was still sitting in the slot, or was picked up by Singer. Gets his own pass and lets the backhander go at Fulls Timpano. As Niagara takes the early lead, 1-0. It wouldn't last long because just a minute and 6 seconds later, the Otters get it right back. A good hold-in, an aggressive one from second-year man Josh Wayman at the left point. Steps up, just keeps the puck in, sends it right onto the tape of Ivan Lodnia, who in one motion settles the puck down and sends it right out to the high slot. Kyle Maximovich, the quick snapshot that goes over the shoulder, off the bottom of the crossbar, and bounces in for his second of the season to tie the game at 1, as that's where we sit through 40 minutes. No team can score on a power play. Erie 0-for-3, Niagara 0-for-4. Erie with 12 shots on goal in that period. And they're out shooting Niagara 17-16, but we're still tied at 1. Let's look out of town. Our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Sheridan Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You ought to be staying with the best. Hamilton Bulldogs, the 1-0 lead over the Mississauga Steelheads after one period. North Bay Battalion and the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds all tied up at 1 entering the third. Screen just decided to refresh on me right when we went, so here we go, we're back. Saginaw Spear with a 2-0 lead over the Ottawa 67s. With 16:43 to go in the third period. Barrie and North Bay all tied up at 1 after 40 minutes. Guelph Storm with a 3-2 lead over the Oshawa Generals with 6:21 to play in the second period. Owen Sound Attack with a 2-1 lead over the Kitchener Rangers at the odd with 6:34 to go in the second. And the Kingston Frontenacs with a 3-0 lead over the London Knights with 5 minutes to play in the second period. We have the third coming up next. You can hear it right here. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Hi, this is Ed Rendell. I've got to admit that I was sort of a dinosaur when it came to using social media. But my son found Epic Web Studios, and we began working with them. And they've done an incredible job with us. They've significantly increased our followers on Twitter and Facebook. They make sure that we put up the right things. They capture every good thing that I've said or done on TV and get it out real quickly. And it's been just a revelation to me, and they've been tremendous to work with.
Don't be a dinosaur. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doc.
Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com to learn more.
Where's the only place to get official Erie Otters merchandise? Well, that would be by visiting the Erie Otters store, of course. Part of the Erie Otters front office, located at 201 East 8th Street. Fans can browse the largest selection of certified official Erie Otters shirts, hats, sweatshirts, novelties, and more. While you're there, order your custom-made Otters jersey, now available in the new white version. Merchandise is also available 24/7 online at ErieOttersStore.com and can be purchased at the Erie Insurance Arena at pop-up shops during all Erie Otters home games. Show your Otters pride and wear what the team wears.
Interstate Mitsubishi is now selling the Outlander Sport for its lowest price ever, $16,988. That's almost $5,000 less than its original MSRP of $21,890. For just $16,988, you can own an Outlander Sport with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 7 airbags, and 18-inch alloy wheels. This is the best deal on a brand new CUV you'll find anywhere, and it's only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Price and prior to tax, title, and license fees.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Meridian Center. Aaron Cooney with you. Buckle up. We got the third period coming up here. We're all tied at 1 through 40 minutes. Goal scoring coming in the second. Daniel Singer with his first of the season for the IceDogs. Maksimovic for the Otters, his second of the year. Goals coming 1 minute, 6 seconds apart. So we're right back where we started. 1-1. Start the third. Opening draw taken here by Niagara. They'll bring it up to the left wing side. Drop pass to Singer. Flip it on in, and a penalties resulting from the end of the period skirmish. And the only power plays go to Niagara. Maksimovic is serving the 2-minute roughing call. That is the only penalty that came from that. There's Niagara into the zone. Begins this power play. Left wing side, Maximoff. Shoulder save made as a rebound bounces back behind the net. Corneal gives up ahead. Loaded back on towards the blue line. Roberts holds and gives right. Quickly moved across by Smith, but it's off the stick of one of the Otters. And out ahead. Maximoff. Reaching was Cade Robinson. And he knocked it off the stick of Maximoff onto the far side wall, but they recover. Roberts looking to get back to Maximoff. And one more time, the pitch and catch. Here's Roberts. Drop pass looking for Thomas. Didn't know it was coming. And Edwardson forces Roberts back behind his own net. And tied up in the corner by Carson Edwardson. Cade Robinson in to help out as they sweep it out towards center. Sent right back the other way by Owen Hedrick. With 42 seconds on the power play. They didn't put that on the clock until right when they dropped the puck. So you had no idea what the calls were until just right then and there. Doesn't help us on the broadcast side. Erie just inside their own blue line. It's Hedrick. He'll ladle this one the length of the ice again. It'll force Schaefer to try to run the gauntlet here. Stepped into by Jordan Sambrook. And it's poked by Timpano to the far wall. McCullough will take over with 15 seconds on the power play. Erie trying to kill off a fifth one here tonight. Tie up on the near sidewall. Hedrick again just out-muscles McCullough. Takes the puck back behind the net. Bouncing on to the near side circle. Swept down the other way. And Erie's killed it off. Maksimovic returns to the ice. Taylor Radish also in the box. He will stay there with Ben Jones until there's a whistle. Here's Phillip. Gives out ahead to center. The Otters, nice steal on the poke check. Tomasino was turned around by the Otters in the blue line, and then Erie sweeps it the length for an icing call. But good bit of defense by Jordan Sambrook, keeping his defensive side clean. Out of the box, Taylor Radish and Ben Jones. Everybody's back to even strength and full on the benches as well. Ladnia takes control of the face-off and wants to go try to do it all himself. Got around one man, but runs into McPherson, and Erie loses the biscuit. It's brought the other way. 4 men strong for Niagara. Let the wrist shot go. They sweep it towards the net, and it ends up in the goal. The initial shot came from the right wing side. Timpano makes the save. It kicks off of a skate in front, off the near side post, and then off of Timpano, who moved left to right and trickles across the line. And it's 2-1 Niagara. You talk about a game of pinball, you had it right there. And it's going to be Langdon. It went off of his skate before the post and Timpano. And Langdon will put the IceDogs up by 1. So Kyle Langdon with his first of this season, and just fools Timpano on the pinball around in his own crease. Erie's got to play catch up again.
Assist number 72, Brady Johnson, and number 4, Justin McPherson. Langdon.
Face off will come out towards neutral ice, and an offside call. Ben Jones got a little too far ahead on the play, and the goal comes just under 3 minutes into this third period. The Otters have the whole frame to look to answer back. They're down by 1 once again. Took them just a few seconds to get it right back during the second period. They have the puck now. Owen Hedrick looks to march forward. Gives on across, but that pass is intercepted as Max Simic lays the body into Lahid. The Otters have to chase it down, but it's going to be beaten out on the race behind the Otters' goal by Maximov. Swirls out to the front, lets a shot go, kicked away, rebound, ham try, and it's off a stick. Pops wide behind the net. Maximov will gather. Going to stretch out Taylor Radish. And no icing on this play. They had a tie-up between Taylor Radish and Liam Hamill in the neutral ice area, so they wave off icing. As the puck, though, Erie couldn't get there in time, sent back to the Otters territory, and Ryan Martin takes over. Taylor Radish launched out to center ice for Maksimovic. Gloved down by Akil Thomas, and he hand off to Schaefer. Thomas, a Niagara IceDogs rookie record with points last year, 21 goals, 27 assists for 48 points. As Elijah Roberts takes off, lets a shot go just across the line. It sails wide and off the corner boards, and Erie springs loose. Edwardson looking for Robinson on the near wall. Poke checked, and it pops off the top of the glass and out of play. We'll need a fresh puck, and the face-off, they'll say it comes out to neutral ice and not inside Niagara territory. It happened just right in front of me at the hash marks of this near side circle. Edwardson will step in for the draw against Phillip. Edwardson goes with the tie-up. Phillip gets a little help from McCullough, and the IceDogs take over. Schaefer looking forward. Puts it between the legs of Jordan Samrick. Martin follows up, drills it off the window, and back out to center. Schaefer gloves down and settles. Gives to his partner, Elijah Roberts. Near side for McCullough. He'll skate out towards center ice, give to Phillip. Ducks around Ryan Martin, who hog ties him, and down to the ice they both go, but McCullough finds the puck out of the Otters' corner. The blue line, Schaefer's try, just whistles wide on the one time. Niagara keeps in by Roberts, but Erie shuffles it back down towards their own corner. Here's Ryan Martin of the Otters. Tucks it back on to the far side wall. Erie, they were all shifting the other way, and Erie loses the puck. Centering pass from Niagara, no one home. Singer picks it up. He opened the scoring back in the second, and he has the puck now behind the net. Bring it onto the corner. Hand off the blue line. Schaefer drags across the blue line. Hands off the Roberts. Spins away from Fellows. Makes its way to the faceoff circle. It's a wrister go. Save made. Looking for his own rebound. He's knocked off his skates, and Erie charges forward. Counterattack. Cade Robinson, right wing side. Drop pass. Here's Fellows trying to give to Edwardson in front. The shot is stopped by Dillon. Oh, even at the end of their shift, the Otters find just enough in the tank to get a good opportunity. After Erie knocks it out towards center, Cade Robinson able to find Fellows to Carson Edwardson in the slot, but cannot beat Stephen Dillon. Emmett Sproul, after the face-off win, sends it on to the far side corner. Jammed off the wall, but not out. Yetman keeps it alive. Lifted away from him as he lost an edge and went hard into the boards. As McPherson able to dish out towards center and throw it off the linesman. That's where it went, and into the Otters bench. Was looking for the tip in as it was moved by Johnson, but bounces off the linesman. That's Ryan Homestead. And a neutral zone draw. Corralled here, but Shankar puts it right in the body of Emmett Sproul and tosses him to the ice as Sproul sends it into Niagara territory. Andrew Bruder spins it out towards center. Aiden Timmermans gloves it down and takes control at his own blue line. Sticks it on the near side wall. Sproul will chase, but it's swept on far side by McPherson, and there's Langdon who has the go-ahead goal. Skates on towards center. Erie changing just in front of the play. They had to be careful on that, so they didn't take a too many men call. It's sent into the Otter zone as Timmerman's in a bit of trouble. 2 red jerseys on him. Bruder taking it down low. Garrett Podubny there also. Timmerman's battling away. As also in the mix, Brady Johnson. Johnson ties up Podubny now, who's 39 in gold, able to move just enough away from the forecheck. Scooted out towards center where it's flagged down by Max Golod. Coming into the offensive zone, he's going to find Podubny just out coming in. Turns to the back end on the near side and draws a call. That one's kind of weak. Erie's going to get a power play. It'll be a tripping call, but I think Podubny just lost his footing on that move to the back end. And Erie given a chance here with the man advantage. Yeah, that was a gift for the Otters. Now they just need to come up with one. They scored a power play goal in each of their first 3 games. 0 for 3 here. But they win the draw back. Here's Hedrick. Sets up at the blue line. Gives to Lodnia right wing side. Holds from the circle. Gives cross. Taylor Radish settles it down now. Backs off. Owen Hedrick center point. Doesn't shoot. Back to Radish. Left wing side. His shot. Gloved by Dillon. Otters power play, 23.1%. Going 3 for 13 coming into tonight. Good for 6th in the league. Niagara, they only 1 game, small sample size. They killed all 3 penalties they faced against the Hamilton Bulldogs last Friday in their season opener. Puck battled for along the far half wall. Springs loose and down to the ice goes Ben Jones. The Otters can take advantage. He just tripped up his own feet. Erie gives in front. Garrett Podubny twirls around and sends it just wide on the shot. And out of the corner, it's gathered by Jones to clear. Podubny spinning into the middle of the ice, but cannot finish. Erie drops it off. Maximovich enters on the left wing side after the pass from Taylor Radish, and Erie sets it up. 70 seconds on the power play. Taylor Radish left wing side. Looking for Lodnia. Pass off the stick of Maximov. And it pops out to center. Here's Hedrick in some trouble, but he finds Lodnia. Reeled in, Taylor Radish, right wing side. Looking to drop it off the blue line. Maximovich peels it off in the back end to Hedrick. Right side, Lodnia. Moves in, cross ice pass. Taylor Radish gives it the goal for the deflection. And Erie couldn't get a stick on it. Podubny was in the neighborhood, but it went right through the wickets. Otters enter right back in after the short clear. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Hedrick center point. Lodnia on the circle. It's a one-timer go. Pat's not made. Loose in front. And it's cleared up the far boards and out. Otters trying to hustle and get back on side, but they will not be able to. Garrett Podubny just couldn't get there in time, and Lodnia carrying the mail enters offside. 27 seconds with the power play for Erie. Their 4th try on the evening. Otters at center with the puck. Let's get back to action. As Edwardson tried to send it into the zone, his stick broke right in the middle of the shaft. The Otters after it on the near side. Picked up by Erie. Good, nice play by Sambrook with the hand-eye coordination. And Erie looking to give out in front. Golod trying to center. Back behind the net, Gurney backs off, gives ground. Pass off a stick on near side. Sandbrook just smashes Ben Jones, and the puck is cleared. Jones down along the ice, and a penalty coming to Jordan Sambrook. Erie touches up. Boarding is the call. And they kill off the Erie power play as Jordan Sambrook gives Ben Jones quite the run to the near side corner. And the Otters will go from power play to penalty kill. The special teams play continuing. Neither team has been able to do much with it. But the second unit on to start for Niagara. Fellows, well, he went a little too fast for himself, lost the handle, but Erie gets it right back. And Mitch Byrne will send it down behind Dillon, where it's grabbed by Schaefer. Jonathan Schaefer looking forward. To the left for Phillip. Coming down on Mitch Byrne. Byrne ties him up. And a penalty coming up. They're going to get Mitch Byrne here. Whistle sounds. Yes, they do. Mitch Byrne doesn't like that call. He comes off for hooking, and now another 5-on-3 here. And now Byrne just got... Hold on, there's more coming. Byrne's got a misconduct call, but I think a diving call is coming to Matthew Phillip. It is. So it's not a 5-on-3. Byrne's still on the ice. They initially waved him. So there's no call on Mitch Byrne. Even though they pointed at him and sent him to the box, they got him out of the box. He steps on the ice. Now we're 4-on-4. Okay. Phillip goes for hooking. Phillip was one that ended up down on the ice on that play as Thomas trying to run the gauntlet himself and runs to his own man. That was Maximoff who loses his twig. And we're skating 4-on-4 now. Here for 1 minute and 5 seconds. Otters out of their own end. Carson Edwardson send it around the horde, looking for Cade Robinson. Tied up with Schaefer at the half wall, and Schaefer comes away with it. They fling the puck onto the near side corner. Elijah Roberts there for Niagara. Poke check by Byrne, and Erie skates forward. Edwardson to Robinson, receives on the backhand, comes in left wing side, cuts across the ice now, still stick handling. That's a backhand try. That's held onto by Dillon. And just to the top of the left wing circle. It was hard to tell because once they took Mitch Byrne out of the penalty box, I thought they were giving him a misconduct penalty and sending him down into his locker room. They kept barking away. It's a strange sequence with our officiating crew. Wayman given in front for Hedrick after the face-off win. It goes off the pad and just missed on that play for the stick of Owen Hedrick. 4-on-4 we're skating. And Maximovich back out from center. Gets around Ham on a nice move. Comes on left wing side. Knocked down to the ice, Maximovich, but keeps on chugging along as Taylor Radish in to help out. He's put to the wall by 2 Niagara IceDogs as Langdon able to scoop it on. And away comes Brady Johnson 1-on-1. Long range shot sticked away by Timpano to the near side corner. Langdon looking for it now on the far side boards. Put to the wall by Maximovich. Run into on a step up by Josh Wayman, who looks ahead. Out of the box comes Jordan Sambrook. Erie has a short power play with 30 seconds. Maximovich holding from center. Owen Hedrick backs up. Erie gives ground. They got to make a change. We need to get a forward on here as Owen Hedrick carries forward. Left wing side gets into the zone. 13 seconds left. Ducks around to check. Has some room. Walks out to the front. Followed up by Podubny. And it's stopped by Dillon. 5 seconds in the power play. Sambrook open. Fires a shot. It's blocked. Got it right back. Podubny follows up. Center point. Hedrick winds up. And penalty killer. They come out of the box and clear. Hedrick down. Results in a 2-on-0. Given to the front. Diving is Sambrook. And he knocks the pass away on the 2-on-0. Jones has it now. And they give out towards the point. Jones will take over and then lets one loose. It's off his stick and out of play. with 8:20 to go in the third. Well, the Otters at center point. Owen Hedrick had no idea that the penalty was coming to an end. And flying out of the box was Matthew Phillip. Shot out of a cannon from the penalty box down in front of me. Right off to the back of Owen Hedrick and kind of tackled him, and it led off to the 2-on-0. Sandbrook hustles back and denies the pass on that effort. Otters fans, True Moo and Meadowbrook Dairy Pure Milk. Milk choice of the Erie Otters. That's True Moo and Meadowbrook Dairy Pure Milk. Pick up a gallon today at your local grocery. .8:20 to play from the Meridian Center. IceDogs lead 2-1. Some of the other scores around the league is Owen Sound still ahead of Kitchener 2-1. The Otters will welcome in the Kitchener Rangers tomorrow night to the Erie Insurance Arena for the home opener. Banner raising will celebrate the 2017 championship team as we get back to action here tonight. It's at the point. Shankar sails one high. And that one came across the blue line, so they're offsides. That gives Erie some time to set up a breakout from behind their own goal. It's Ryan Martin on to Mitch Byrne. And a shutdown roll, as you heard from Otters associate coach BJ Adams. They want to see a lot more from Mitch Byrne. Here comes the Otters the other way, though. Golod waiting, looking in front for Ryan Martin, who joined the rush, but he couldn't get the blade on it. Gurney on the far wall. Down low, Golod. Stick handling, looking for an option now. He water bugs his way up the right wing side, but turns the puck over to Kirill Maximoff, who lofts this one the length of the ice. But Corneal's going to beat out the icing call, stepping in front of Byrne and Martin. Thomas takes over out of the corner. Joe Roberts. Nice little no-look pass to Akil Thomas, who gives to the front. Picked up there. Singer waiting to the front. It's going to come out the blue line. One-time drive by Roberts sails off the glass. Erie hemmed in here for a bit. That blue line's been out for a little while since we returned from the break. There's a shot from the blue line. They score. It's Akil Thomas who let it loose. Lots of bodies in front. Timpano never saw it. 3-1 Niagara. Well, he just held that puck in along the right side. You could tell the Otters were a bit gassed. They had 4 men in front of Troy Timpano. 4 Otters. Just 2 red jerseys. And Timpano, as they show the reaction, trying to see through the screen of Johnny Corneal. Just never really reacted to that shot. Never saw it come in. And it's 3-1. Erie needs some offense in quickly as Lodnia into the zone. Poke check by Ham. Radish will find the puck. Gives to the front. It's off the stick of Dillon. They'll set up Wayman at the point. His shot. Blocker save made. Rebound bouncing in front. And it's knocked to the blue line. Not out. Wayman now. Another wrist shot. That's off his stick wide. Maximich finds it on the near sidewall. Chips it down low, looking for Lodnia. He's put to the glass. Followed up by Phillip. Coughs the puck up to Taylor Radish, but ran into Lahid. And now a penalty coming up. Is that going to be the Taylor Radish? The stick may have came up, and now Sandbrook touches up. Sandbrook on the poke, and Taylor Radish can't believe it. His argument is, did you not see the stick come up into my face and underneath the visor as Radish goes off for slashing? Nope, they didn't finish that replay. Taylor Radish chasing the Maximovich pass behind the goal and just ran right into Lahid. Another power play on here, the 6th try for Niagara. And Erie will intercept the centering pass, and Hedrick puts it down the length of the ice. This guy's going to be the workhorse for the Otters on the blue line. Seems like he's been playing 25 minutes at least a game. The Otters have had 2 games where they had to finish it with 5 defenders, both in Kingston and in Ottawa. Mitch Byrne will find the puck after the jump in and then puts it out of play. From behind his own goal and into the crowd, and now a 5-on-3 coming. This one will be a 5-on-3 for the delay of game call. 1 minute and 24 seconds. Of 5-on-3 power play time for the IceDogs. And Chris Hartsburg, they show him here the Jumbotron, not too thrilled about what's transpired here in these last few minutes. They set up shop, IceDogs with the power play. Jones down low, Maximoff behind the goal. They'll set up Castleman back up top, Thomas. Man in front, Cornel. Thomas holding right wing side, just put up 3-1. Here's Jones, one touch on Maximoff, one-timer. That one, a headhunter, rises off the end glass. Castleman holds in, centering pass, intercepted by Gurney, and he'll fire it right down the middle of the ice on the clear. 2 killers on for Erie. Staying on is Christian Gurney. Maximoff, nice move around Gurney. They give to the front, and Castleman buries it. Oliver Castleman with his second of the season here. Joined the team late last year, put in 18. And a 5-on-3 power play goal makes it 4-1. Still 1 minute 20 on the Mitch Byrne delay of game call. Here's Roberts, pokes it away from Carson Edwardson. Phillip finds it out at center, left wing side. Goes behind the Otters goal, swoops onto the far corner. Center point for Roberts, receives. Waits a wrist shot. Off wide at the end board, swept to the corner by Timpano. They give to the blue line, no one's home. And Dillon will settle it down in the far corner of his own end. The Otters just overcommitted with on the ice to one man as Roberts comes on in looking for McCullough. Got it right back behind the net. Elijah Roberts, the defender, in on this power play for another 33 seconds. Phillip back behind the goal. Tied up by Ryan Martin, trying to squeak on through. They'll find McCullough. They give to the blue line, and Roberts just couldn't hold it in. It squirts out the center. Lodnia was after it, but recovering was Roberts to rip it across ice for Schaefer. Singer on right wing side, just on was Johnny Cornel, but he almost spun himself offside, and the Otters Grits can push it from his own line. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bit of a Chinese fire drill in front of the IceDogs bench. They get a call for too many men on the ice. I'll be honest, I don't think it was too many men on the ice. Billy Burke is not happy with that one. He keeps showing 5, 5, 5 to the officials. And I'm with them. They had 4 on the ice at the time, and they're still making a change. I don't think there's too many men on the ice, but Erie, they're going to get a gift here. Put it this way. It's a developmental league, not just for the players, but for these officials as well. But it can be spotty at times. Erie will see Mitch Byrne step to the ice in 2 seconds, and the Otters go to the power play. On now, but attempted pass for Lodnia, poked away by Kyle Langdon, who speeds off the other way. All the way down to the Otters corner, shoved by Lodnia. A 4-1 hockey game. 3 goals here in this third for the Niagara IceDogs in Erie. Now the power play for 90 seconds. Owen Hedrick will break out of the zone. Christian Gurney replacing Taylor Radish on this power play. Hedrick, Maximovich on the near side circle. Give to Hedrick for a one-time try. That was blocked in front. Johnson set right in front of it, and it's lifted on down to Erie ice. 70 seconds left of the power play. Here comes Owen Hedrick. He'll march on forward. Drop pass to Lodnia. Cross ice, Maximowicz squirts through 3, but it's the fourth man, Ben Jones, that roughs him up, shovels the puck on down. Here's Jordan Sambrook. He'll flip it into himself from center. He'll find the puck down in the corner. Gives down low to the near side. Podubny reaching, but it's chopped away from him out to center, and there's Lodnia to receive. Some of the young guns step on for the Otters. 35 seconds on the power play. Lodnia still out. As Golod as a sidecar enters the zone. Lodnia doing the deke and gives off to Golod. Squeaks it between the legs of Dillon, but he pinches them together to smother it up and gain the whistle. Well, some nifty moves from Ivan Lodnia, but on for Max Golod. Just can't finish it off. Here's Sambrook for Yetman. Poked away from him, and it's just lifted enough over the stick of the point man, Maximowicz, will be sent back to the Erie blue line. Golod speeds out forward, steps around Shankar. Stops at the far half wall. Yetman is there, plays it to himself. Now Cade Robinson follows up. Poke checked away from him. Played up the near side wall by Schaefer. Sambrook holds. On for Maximowicz. Near side for Robinson. Time ticking down, and out of the box they come. Serving the penalty is now over as near side Golod trying to center towards the front. That was knocked out of midair by Yetman, but followed away by Kyle Langdon, who has the go-ahead goal. And now the Otters retrieve it back from behind their own net. Yetman will do that. Moves it forward for Max Golod. Backhanded on in. He'll come off on the shift change with 1:20 left here in regulation time. The IceDogs the 4-1 lead. Roberts trying the center. Goes off the paddle of Timpano, and Roberts got it right back. Elijah Roberts, the former Ranger, gives off Maximoff. Wrist shot. Shoulder stop, and a good one from Troy Timpano. Played forward for Emmett Sproul, the Otters, and he just got roughed up by Maximoff in front of the Otters bench. Edwardson follows up as he shoves a man down on the other corner. Here's Patrick Fellows trying to center. That's nudged forward. Here comes Maximoff with Johnny Corneal and lofted on into the Otters zone. Corneal gets it back. It's turned into an NBA game here. You keep the music playing and everything during play. Brought forward. Dumped onto the near side corner of the Otters zone one more time. Swept around the boards by Edwardson. The final 30 seconds here from St. Catharines. Ham centers forward. Corneal just runs over Alex Gritz, who's shaken up on the play. Gritz went down in a heap. The puck was nowhere near him. Andrew Kupneski quickly onto the ice to tend to number 96. 24.6 on the clock, and Gritz will be helped towards the Otters locker room. That was clear-cut interference. The puck was that's targeting pretty much. Johnny Corneal had his eyes on a player rather than the puck and just ran right through Alex Gritz with the puck still 7 feet away from him. So the Otters have another power play, 24.6 on the clock. As Podubny holds with a wrist shot. That one's blocked again. And it'll bounce onto the far side corner. 17 seconds left as the IceDogs will hold home ice. And the Otters trying to break this streak now into a third game will be tomorrow night at the Erie Insurance Arena. 5 seconds left. Wayman back at his own line as the time will run out on the clock here from the Meridian Center. The Niagara IceDogs will hold home ice and hand the Otters their third defeat on the season. 4-1 the final for the home team here from the Meridian Center. We'll step for a break. When we come back, we'll have the Otters post-game show. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
As more and more companies offer their employees a choice of health plans, more and more people are deciding UPMC Health Plan is the best choice. With affordable in-network access to UPMC and other doctors and hospitals in your community, plus award-winning customer service, it's no wonder UPMC Health Plan is the fastest-growing health plan in the region. So when your employer gives you a choice this year, make the choice more and more people are making. Choose the best. Choose UPMC Health Plan.
At Tim Hortons, we've got something new. Because we know change is exciting. Change is good. Change is delicious. Try our new hash brown sticks. Golden and crispy, they're perfect for dipping and sharing. Pair them with our new Western Omelet Breakfast Sandwich. Get both for just $3.49. Only at Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants for a limited time. Offer valid with biscuit, English muffin, and classic bagel breakfast sandwiches with protein, Western omelet, and cheese.
Jane, check it out. 2 brand new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, you just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
And with 9s in a line, you could win Progressive top prizes instantly.
Instantly? That's fast.
Not faster than me drinking this frozen slush.
You okay?
Ouch. Headache.
Oh.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Meridian Center where the Otters fall 3rd time in a row. The final score 4-1. Here from St. Catharines, Ontario. As they go through their in-house announcement of the 3 stars, we'll get to that a little later. You're listening to the Erie Otters post-game show. Aaron Cooney back with you, wrapping things up. On the Otters' 3rd loss of the season. As we go into our recap, it was a scoreless first period that led to a second. Some power play opportunities. Erie had a lengthy 5-on-3, and that was probably your turning point. Started that second period. 1 minute and 55 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time for the Otters on fresh ice. And they couldn't get anything past Stephen Dillon. And it was late in the period that Daniel Singer was able to take advantage of the Otters, getting caught watching a streaking Andre McCullough heading towards the front of the net. And at 16:45, after a pass was blocked intended for McCullough, Singer picked it back up by himself and just let a backhander go. That fools Troy Timpano. We have a 1-0 hockey game. The Otters, though, answering back just 1 minute and 6 seconds later. At 17:51, a great keep-in from the left side. Smart play from Josh Wayman, keeps it in as he chips it down the left wing side right onto the tape of Ivan Ladnia along the goal line. Sends it to the front at the top of the circles. There's Kyle Maximovich. Just a quick snapshot. As soon as that puck hits his tape, and he goes bar and down to tie the game at 1. Entering the second intermission. All tied at 1 and into the third. Lots of power play opportunities for both teams. Erie couldn't come up with anything. Neither could Niagara. As Erie had a total of 7 power play opportunities, including 5-on-3 time. I think that one's wrong. They should have a power play goal for Niagara, going 1 for 8 on the evening. And that power play goal late would add some insurance as you go into the third period. And at 2:36, Kyle Langdon with the go-ahead goal that would stand as the game winner with the assists coming from Brady Johnson and Justin McPherson. And the Otters, again, having to play catch-up. And even with power play opportunities, they just could not get anything together. And at 12:51, well, they have Elijah Roberts on here. I don't think that's correct. It should be Akil Thomas with the goal. And as the puck kept in along the far side, but now they're changing everything. I'm going to go by my score sheet, what was announced in-house. And that was at 12:51. As Elijah Roberts kept the puck in on the right wing side. At the point, a little dish, bank it off the boards to Akil Thomas, their first-round pick last year. Thomas waits. The Otters were gassed at this point. You had 4 of their Otters in front of Troy Timpano, including 2 bodies of the IceDogs. Timpano never saw this shot as Thomas sends it from the right side wall over the shoulder of Troy Timpano, who reacted late, just didn't see the puck coming or the shot. 3-1 Niagara. They had some insurance on a 5-on-3 power play with Oliver Castleman making it 4-1. Just throwing some salt into the wound, as that's how it would wrap up. Erie would outshoot the IceDogs 26-5. But Stephen Dillon stops 24 of 25 for a second victory of the season. And the IceDogs will send the home crowd home happy here with a victory in their home opener. With the Otters, well, they get to return back home tomorrow night for their first game at the Erie Insurance Arena on the season. Well, they only lost 4 games all season last year, 2 in regulation, 2 with an overtime loss and a shootout loss coming in the regular season last year. So we'll look to the friendly confines of home ice to get back at things. That's tomorrow night against the Kitchener Rangers. A 7 o'clock start, and one you won't want to miss. It was 15 years ago that the Otters had a celebration like this. Raising of a championship banner. The trophy will be in the house, and the Otters will be celebrating that 2017 championship team. And also giving away mini replica J. Ross Robertson Cup to fans in attendance. The first 2,500 into the building will get one of those. So get there early. And remind you, doors will open at 5:30 tomorrow night at the Erie Insurance Arena. As you have the new security measures, the walk-through metal detectors that are installed at all the gates that you have to enter through. So the doors will be open a little bit early. Get there early. I'm telling you that now. You don't want to wait and try to jam in 10 before face-off, because the Otters are going to start their celebration. I want you in your seats by 6:50 to take in the banner raising and the Otters championship celebration. So get there early, get into the game, and be ready to rock and roll for some Otters hockey back at the Erie Insurance Arena. Here tonight's Ironworkers local union number 3's Ironmen of the game. 3 stars, all coming from the IceDogs. The third star, Kyle Langdon. The second star, Stephen Dillon, stopping 24-25. And the number 1 star, Akil Thomas, had his first of the season here tonight. Looking around the league, we'll look at the other 7 games. This is our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Sheraton Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels. Proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You ought to be staying with the best. As 7 games going on in the Ontario Hockey League. We'll stop first in Mississauga, where the Hamilton Bulldogs defeat the Steelheads 2-0. And some bad news, it seems, coming for the Mississauga Steelheads as Owen Tippett appears to have made the Florida Panthers in the NHL. He was second in the league in goal scoring to Alex DeBrincat, but Owen Tippett picked in the first round by the Florida Panthers, and he's made that team to start the NHL season. Other games, Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, 2-1 victors over the North Bay Battalion, with Boris Kachuk scoring the overtime winner. Barrie Colts over the Sudbury Wolves, 4-1. Saginaw Spirit shut out the Ottawa 67s, 4-0. Guelph Storm, 5-3 over the Oshawa Generals. They still have 14 minutes to go in the third period. Owentown attack with 3-2 lead over the Kitchener Rangers midway through the third period. And in London, Kingston Frontenacs with a 5-0 lead over the London Knights at the Budweiser Gardens with 13 minutes to go in regulation time there. The Otters with a goal here tonight. It's another $10 going donated to Plyler Entry Systems Cash for Kids and donated at the end of the season to Shriners Hospitals for Children. That's going to do it for us here from the Meridian Center. Our first stop, we'll be back here 2 more times. And the Otters and the IceDogs will see each other 5 more times on the season. With the next matchup coming October 14th, just a couple weeks away. That will be at the Erie Insurance Arena. Final score, Niagara IceDogs 4, Erie Otters 1. The Otters will head back to Erie for tomorrow night's home opener against the Kitchener Rangers. I'm Aaron Cooney, saying so long. I want to thank Nick Ritson back in studio for us. Our producer, as we say goodnight. We'll talk to you tomorrow from the Erie Insurance Arena. You've been listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
You've been listening to Erie Otters Hockey on WRIE Erie. Follow all the action throughout the season on the new home of the Erie Otters, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Hey, Jane, check it out. 2 brand new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, you just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
And with 9s in a line, you could win progressive top prizes instantly.
Instantly? That's fast.
Not faster than me drinking this frozen slush.
You okay?
Ouch. Headache.
Oh.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Hey, Jane, check it out. 2 brand new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, you just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
And with 9s in a line, you could win progressive top prizes instantly.
Instantly? That's fast.
Not faster than me drinking this frozen slush.
You okay?
Ouch. Headache.
Oh.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Hey, Jane, check it out. 2 brand new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, you just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
And with 9s in a line, you could win progressive top prizes instantly.
Instantly? That's fast.
Not faster than me drinking this frozen slush.
You okay?
Ouch. Headache.
Oh.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Powerful technology.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I've won $1,000 with 4K a day.
The 4K a day giveaway on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
ZipRecruiter free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/block for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/block.
Hey, pro football fans. Werner Ladder is kicking off the season with Pro Appreciation Month. Werner wants to thank all the hardworking pros out there who make a living climbing Werner ladders every day. From ladders to fall protection, Werner offers all the styles and sizes you need. Stop by a local dealer for deals on Werner products, including the #1 selling step ladder preferred by pros. Or visit WernerLadder.com for more information. When your feet leave the ground, trust Werner, the official ladder of pros everywhere.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws clause that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-735-8360. That's 800-735-8360. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-735-8360.
Are you looking for senior care for your mom or dad but don't know where to start? Hi, I'm Joan London with The Place for Mom. Nobody knows your parent or loved one better than you, and nobody knows senior living better than the experts at A Place for Mom. They've helped thousands of families find the right place for their mom or dad.
I was so glad that I called A Place for Mom. My advisor really listened and was truly my partner in finding senior care for my dad. She went out of her way to get to know him as a person and was always there whenever I had a question.
The senior living advisors at A Place for Mom partner with thousands of families every month, listening and offering local knowledge and advice to help find the best senior living communities across the country. And it's a free service. Here's the number.
Call A Place for Mom at 1-800-467-7530.
There's a place for answers, a place for mom. Call today.
Call A Place for Mom at 1-800-467-7530. That's 1-800-467-7530.
I was diagnosed with diabetic, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, terrible acid reflux.
Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Wouldn't you rather be healthy, energetic, and fit? I'm Dennis Black. 10 years ago here in Dallas, I developed a Texas-sized solution to America's health crisis.
TexasSuperfood.com.
I make my Texas Superfood from 55 raw, vine-ripened fruits and vegetables.
Alfalfa leaf, aloe vera, apples, asparagus, raspberry, spinach, all of the nutrients.
You know, it's been barely a week, and already my skin is better.
I lost 60 pounds. I mean, that's huge.
Since I've been on superfood, I haven't been sick.
It's borderline shocking how much energy I have.
Thousands of people take my Texas Superfood every day. Join us on TexasSuperfood.com.
TexasSuperfood.com.
Or call 877-55-TEXAS. That's 877-55-TEXAS. 877-55-TEXAS. Or
TexasSuperfood.com. Hi, I'm Jennifer, and I just won $1,000 from 4K a Day.
The 4K a Day giveaway on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Bill Ryder with you. A little Kanye bringing us back to the final segment. Man, this show flew by. Such a good song. Appreciate Amy Dash very much, our legal analyst here at CBS Sports Radio, coming on the program and giving us some insight into the very real hellscape that is going to be the lives of those people that the feds speak to, investigate, charged with crimes in the days, weeks, months ahead. Just great stuff from her. Ryan Wilson was awesome in the, second hour of the show. My colleague at CBSSports.com even took a shot at his buddy Will Brinson, which always makes me laugh. And my buddy Reed Forgate was on. I took several shots at him, pretended that I carry him on our new podcast. He carries me. He's really talented. And I think the podcast, if I may say so, because of Reed and because of LeVar Ball and how great he was, I think it's worth a listen. Really enjoy doing it. Appreciate Reed coming on the show. And the podcast he and I do is called The Flagrant 2, TWO. It launched like a day after another one called The Flagrant 2. Those guys got real mad. They were complaining on Twitter. I would just offer, if you are the fifth person to come up with the name of the podcast and someone else is the sixth person, I would just chill out. That's just me. But I'm a little more chill than most people. Flagrant 2, our Flagrant 2, TWO, CBS Sports The Flagrant 2 with Bill Ryder and Reed Forgrave. First episode has LeVar Ball making a lot of news, saying that routinely he was bribed or offered money by apparel companies involving his three sons. And then he turned it down and never took it. And he talks at length about it and why it's never going to change. It's really interesting. I think it's worth a listen. And again, you can get it on iTunes. I have it sort of pinned to my Twitter account, Sports Writer, Sports REITER. TER. Thanks to Kevin Todd, my guy from thesportsbrokers.com, for hanging out on the show, talking some picks, talking some gambling, talking some football. Great work by Chris Thomas today, filling in on the board. Great work by Ryan Hickey. Great job producing, and nobody's perfect, and Ryan's a Penn State fan, but that's okay. Like, different people, it takes different... I didn't even bring up Ryan until just now. The Hawkeyes, my parents were to school, I'm staying in Iowa, almost took you guys down this last weekend. I hope you're still feeling palpitations of stress from that. I really do.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I probably lost at least a year or two from that game off my life. But, I mean, hey, a win's a win. Just survive.
James Franklin's been the bum of the week like the last 2 weeks, or at least last week, for that ridiculous freeze-out up like 100, 231-0? I don't remember the score.
Close. Yeah, close enough.
Your coach is a jerk. I don't know if he's a jerk. I don't know him. But come on. But he's a great coach. I don't know. And he's probably super sensitive, I think, around the air there, which is, hey, coach, what's up? This is what it felt. By the way, coach, what I just said about you, having not met you, it's what that kid felt like when you called the timeout. I'm just saying, maybe we're both wrong. Speaking of bum of the week, let's do that segment right now.
Hallelujah, I'm a bum.
All he's doing is a whole lot of damn nothing.
I'm a bum.
You rotten bum!
I'm a bum.
They're a bunch of bums. I'm a bum. I'm a bum. I'm a bum.
Who's the bum this week? Let's find out on Lighter Than You on CBS Sports Radio.
By the way, who's not a bum is the guy who puts together these sounders. Doug. Is it Doug Dosher? Doug in the office. There's Doug. So talented. So good at what he does. All right. There's a lot to choose from here. And this very prestigious award, Bum of the Week, can vary from the very silly to the very serious to the combination that is Jacob. I think he's an absolute bum. This week, the winner is a much more serious person, or at least their world just got a lot more serious. Rick Pitino is the Bum of the Week. And it's not just because he lost his job. It's not just because, if the reports are true, he is coached to in the federal government's investigation that has taken it to the very underbelly, dark underbelly of college basketball, and that coach, too, whoever it may be, is accused of, on tape, having been connected to illegal payments involving Adidas. And all those things would qualify, by the way. It's because people who are remarkably successful and surrounded by sycophants not only think the rules don't apply to them, but often think that even if they're supposed to, they can just keep making mistakes and getting away with it. And in some ways, it's hard to blame Pitino. Has a tawdry moment with a woman who's not his wife at a restaurant, on a restaurant table. There's a blackmail situation that ensues. He has a job. There's a NCAA investigation that leads to vacating a national championship. Serious accusations that would cost most coaches his job. He keeps his job. You would think at a minimum, even if you want to give him the benefit of the doubt, which he has not earned, that he didn't know what was going on in his program this last time around, you sure as hell should. And he didn't. And that's on him. And while he is the bum of the week, he also epitomizes an ugliness, a hypocrisy in college sports. By the way, for me, it's not even the pain, kids, that bothers me so much. I know it goes on. Maybe it should more. But I guess what was revealed in this investigation that goes back to guys like Pitino, or at least the allegations do, and certainly cost him his job, are just how much some people, the assistant coaches who were arrested, some of whom have been taped, and some of those things they said on tape were revealed in the complaints and at the press conference earlier this week, just talking about these young players, not as partners in crime, as partners in noncompliance, but as suckers. People to take advantage of, to lied to steered, to con artists, other people who will take their money from these young people. That's bum in the true sense of the word. Chris?
That's your Bum of the Week.
I detest you!
On Lighter Than You.